Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us and welcome to high school baseball tonight on the Region Sports Network. We are live from U.S. Steel Yard in Gary as the Region Sports Network presents the Hanover Central Wildcats taking on the Illiana Christian Vikings. I'm Chris Ramirez. I'll have the play-by-play for tonight's game. And joining me with the color analysis is Zach Zanelli. Welcome in, Zach.
Hello, good to be here. First time on the air. I'm sure you guys have heard my name on production and camera a few times, but yeah, it's happy to be here on the call. Finally, baseball season.
Yeah, and we let our audience know that you were a rookie and we were going to break you in tonight, and we would have no mercy on you, Zach. So just so you know what they know, my friend. No, all kidding aside, welcome in here. Glad to have you. Looking forward to working with you tonight.
I appreciate that.
It's going to be a windy night out here. If you're listening to the broadcast, you can hear that sound in the background. That is the 25-mile-an-hour gust coming over the third base line here. The building, we'll explain to you later how things are laid out here, which you can see on the camera a little bit as well. But, yeah, it's a good night for baseball, really, other than a little bit of chill. Two great teams here, great programs. Illiana Christian, the 2A defending Indiana State baseball champions. And Hanover Central, always in that same hunt. Their goal every year is to play at Victory Field on Father's Day weekend.
Exactly, like you just said. For Hanover, the record is 9-2. They got rained out yesterday versus Griffith, so it gives them some rest. Pretty aggressive on the offensive side, as they have 6 out of the 9 batters hitting well over 300.
How about that? Let's take a look at their starting lineup here. Illiana's at home, so let's go ahead and take a look at Hanover to begin with.
Exactly. So leading off for Hanover will be the shortstop, number 10, Dylan Bowen. Batting second, the catcher, number 7, will be Caden Barrett. Batting third and playing center field, number 21, Landon Sarkey. Hitting cleanup, the right fielder, number 24, Adam Young. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 27, Brad Rode.
You know what? I found out that is Rhodey.
It is Rhodey, okay.
Rhodey, yep.
I did ask earlier. Hitting sixth will be the left fielder, number 30, Jalen Rutherford. And then DHing, batting seventh, number 16, Jacob Siska. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 12, Aiden Griesbaum. That's another name I need to learn how to pronounce correctly. And then batting ninth will be Anthony Rasky, the second baseman.
All right, let's take a look at the Illiana Christian defensive alignment to start the ball game tonight. Jack McDonald, Spencer Banstra, and Tanner Post are in the outfield, left, center, and right. Tyler Balkema, Isaac Vanderwood, Luke Smith, and Jake Scott are the infield from third to first. And the battery tonight, Gavin Meyer will be throwing it to Aaron Gowans behind the plate. Just about set for baseball. The two head coaches and the two umpires out there shaking hands and getting set as they turn on the lineup cards. Don't know who both of the umpires are, but that tall guy out there is the one and only Larry Babcock. He'll have home plate tonight. We'll try to get you the umpire's name of the second ump who will be handling the bases tonight.
Didn't Larry do reffing for basketball too?
Larry does reffing for basketball, reffing for football, and official
That's
for
awesome.
wrestling. And yep, I believe he does. He can do volleyball as well, because I know he's coached that. So
I remember he called a game with us for volleyball too.
Yep, and he's announced with us on several occasions. Actually, used to work for us a while back before COVID hit. So yeah, Larry's been around a big part of the Region Sports Network for a number of years. So we'll feel free to question his calls tonight behind the plate. We're going to have the national anthem coming up here. Things blowing around. If we could get maybe another piece of tape over here. there you have it, one of the greatest songs ever written, The Star-Spangled Banner. It was written by Francis Scott Key. I believe that was when? During the War of 1812, if I remember. Does that sound right? Okay. College kids shaking their heads. Yes, the old man gets something right once in a while. How about that? Well, before we get started here, I'd like to mention a couple of our sponsors, the first being NIPSCO. They are proud to be powering the youth of Northwest Indiana, and NIPSCO wishes its Northern Indiana high schools a safe and competitive season while displaying sportsmanship on the field. Also, time for the Economy Electric heating and cooling first pitch forecast. So let's pull up the weather tonight here. We told you that it was windy. It's chilly. We're not far from the lake. But other than that, it's a nice night for baseball here. We've got pretty much clear skies overhead. There's not going to be any rain.
I got 55 degrees. Real feel is 46.
46. So got a bit of a wind chill factor going on here.
The low tonight will be 37.
And the wind is coming out of the north-northwest. Is that right?
Yes.
North-northwest.
Yes.
Give me a mile per hour, if you could, on that. The Economy Heating, Electric, and Cooling first pitch forecast brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer.
Looks like it's
and cozy in the winter.
24 miles per hour.
Woo! It's howling today. Howling indeed. 24 miles. So it's going to help a ball hit to right field, maybe to center, but it's not going to help a ball hit the left. Matter of fact, well, I guess that depends on when the ball's up in the air exactly, but really, if you're going to hit the ball in the air, you want to do it, if you're a right-handed hitter, you want to go the other way and hit it to right field.
Yeah, and right field looks definitely bigger. It looks like it's 335 down the line, and only left field it's only 320, so 15 feet deeper in right field, and then you got 400 straightaway center. And the walls are pretty tall, so it might be a little bit tough to hit one out tonight, but we'll see what happens.
It might be. So, yes, we'll talk all about this game, and we'll look for the best hands in the business tonight. Who makes a great play utilizing their hands today? Could be a hitter, could be a fielder, could be a pitcher, could be a thrower. Best hands in the business brought to you by Bricklayers Local 4. Start building your career today. Visit baclocal4.org to learn more.
I'll predict we'll see a diving catch today. That's my prediction. I like to predict some things.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye out for that and let you know later if you're correct on that. Who we got coming up to lead things off?
This is going to be Dylan Bowen, their shortstop.
All right, Dylan Bowen.
And they'll be going against the Ohio State commit pitcher.
That is Gavin Meyer. Starts off with a strike, 0-1 to Bowen.
We just heard that from their head coach.
Yep. Gavin Meyer heading to Ohio. So twice this week, we've done games where players in those games are committed to Ohio State. One is Taylor Schaefer in the softball game the other day.
Yeah.
For Lake Central. She's headed to Ohio State to play softball. And we've got Gavin Meyer.
There's a lot of D1 commits in the region.
Got some great baseball and softball going on. Woo! Swung on and missed. Took something off of that one.
There was that nasty curve. You'll probably see that a lot today.
Yeah, that was something there. Dylan Bowen, the hitter. If you know that last name, anybody who follows region sports, you do know that last name. That's Drake Bowen's younger brother. Drake out at Notre Dame. Popped up sky high in the air. Let's see if the wind plays a factor. Sort of does, but the third baseman stays with it, Tyler Balkema, but he had to move to get it.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but, you got to stay with it. Keep the eyes on it, and it'll be fine.
And so that wind that we're telling you about, everybody, it's blowing across the infield from the third base dugout, the third base side, and then it blows out to the east towards right field. So that's why a play like that, a pop-up like that, can be tricky. Where it goes up, it may not necessarily come down.
This is Caden Brett, their catcher. He's hitting .395.
Yeah, these teams score a lot of runs here. Fastball down low.
And I should have said the last I bet Dylan Bowen was hitting .500.
Let's go ahead and mark Dylan down with a
pop out.
That would be a P6, a P5.
P5.
Ground ball past the pitcher. Second baseman scoops it up, throws over to first in time. 4-3 in the book. Luke Smith to Jake Scott on the putout. There's now 2 down in the inning, and the number 3 hitter up.
This will be Landon Sarkey. He's hitting .375.
Another left-handed hitter.
Like I said, 6 out of these 9 batters are hitting well over 300. That was a loud hit that last at bat, too.
They put the ball in play. There's no question. Here's a pitch from the right-hander. Inside and low for a ball. A windy night out here, and we are down actually closer to field level than normal. Got 3 cameras working for you tonight. Hope you enjoy it. We don't get to have an option like that at a lot of the high school fields. Everything all right there, Zach? Zach Miller, our producer. We got a whole handful here. We'll tell you all about the crew. Fly ball, center field, straightaway center. Spencer Banstra camps underneath it and makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score between Illiana Christian and Hanover Central here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
And welcome back, everybody, to game night in the region here from U.S. Steel Yard, Illiana, and Hanover tonight here in the high school challenge. We've got the batting order here coming up now. Zach Zanelli for Highland Christian.
All righty, we got the leadoff hitter.
I'm sorry, for Illiana Christian, not Highland Christian.
All right, center fielder number 3 will be Spencer Banstra. Batting second will be the shortstop number 10, Isaac Vanderwood, Virginia commit. Batting third will be the right fielder number 27, Tanner Post. Hitting cleanup will be the left fielder number 13, Jack McDonald. And batting fifth, the pitcher number 26, Gavin Meyer. Batting sixth, the catcher at number 42, Aaron Goins. Batting seventh and playing third base will be Tyler Balkima. Batting eighth, the first baseman number 24, Jake Scott. And batting ninth, the second baseman number 12, Luke Smith.
All right, and here's the defensive alignment for the Hanover Central Wildcats tonight. Jalen Rutherford, Landon Sarkey, and Adam Young in the outfield, left, center, and right. Aiden Kreisbaum, Dylan Bowen, Anthony Rasky, and Brad Rohde are the infielders. Third around to first, with Matt Cook firing away to Caden Barretts tonight, who is behind the plate. Leading things off, it's Spencer Banstra.
And the first pitch was down low. Here's the second pitch.
Swung on, fouled back to the screen, 1-1. You can hear the wind howling through our microphones. We hope that's not too annoying, but we aren't in our usual broadcast spot. The good news there is there's apparently some construction going on up on the second floor.
There you go.
Long overdue. I've been up there. It's long overdue. So we'll go ahead and tough it out down here tonight.
I mean, this is my first time here, so this place looks pretty cool so far.
Yeah, one of these days, hopefully they'll fill it for something.
Oh, yeah.
Fly ball, pretty well hits, getting carrying out there in right field, way back, over the right fielder's head. It's going to be a stand-up double. A leadoff stand-up double for Spencer Banstra. And that's what we talked about, Zach.
Yeah.
A fly ball to that area of the field. We saw that thing just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, that probably would have been gone in a lot of other places, but since right fielder's deeper, it's only going to settle for a double, and that wind really helped that out.
Yeah, honestly, when I saw that ball, when I realized the right fielder wasn't going to catch it, my first thought was that could be a triple. Then I turned and looked. It was just a double, but nonetheless, a well-hit ball indeed. And now Isaac Vanderwood. Nope, check that. Tanner Post. Isaac Vanderwood is at second. He had the double, right? Am I right on that? Or am I one batter off here? We're one batter off. 27 is at the plate, correct?
This is
yes. 27. Okay, yes. So my bad here. Okay, so Vanderwood has the double. Right?
Actually, he's on first.
I'm sorry, that was a single. My bad. Okay. That was a single, not a double, because of the fly ball. Okay, so mark that a single in the book.
Okay.
Give us a second here, folks. We'll get it together.
Now, wait a minute, because Vanderwood is on first base right there.
Right, Vanderwood's on first, and Banstra's on second.
Okay.
So, again, our angle here, we're working out things, so bear with us as we get started, folks. Don't have the normal point of view that we would typically have here at the stadium. Pitch inside. So the first two runners have reached. Here's the kick in the pitch.
And that high fastball really got him right there.
Yep, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even now. 2 runners on. On deck is Jack McDonald, excuse me. Woo, there's a pitch, just misses. Larry Babcock says no on that.
No, we're in an angle, so we can't really tell from our eyes if that's a good call or not.
You think Larry's shivering out there?
He does look like he's got some layers on right there.
Yeah, I think he's cold. Here's the 3-2. Wait a minute, we've got time.
I mean, I got some layers on myself.
You need him on a night like this. Boy, that wind. Is that wind coming in on that microphone? If it is, we either need to move that or turn that down. Because that is killer in the headset. All right, here's the payoff. 3-2 to kick. And the pitch down low inside. Bases are loaded.
Another close call right there.
Base on balls for Tanner Post. Jack McDonald now comes up. So Banstra's on third. Vanderwood is now at second. With Jack McDonald at first and nobody out. So a full-blown first inning jam here for the Hanover Central Wildcats.
Yeah, clean-up hitter with the bases loaded, nobody out. You can blow the game open right here.
Hey, Zach, where's our T-shirts at? Can you bring that bag over, or can I have somebody get that for us so we can throw them out between innings here? There's a pitch over at the knees for a strike. Nice pitch. A decent crowd out here tonight in downtown Gary.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zach.
And looks like we got a good view in the outfield. We got train tracks, right? We saw a train pass by. We got a highway right there.
The elevated toll road right there. Yep. That's 4th Avenue that comes that way. It's going west. It's a one-way heading west. We're between 4th and 5th Avenues. There's a pitch over for a strike. 0-2. I don't think McDonald was fond of Larry Babcock's call.
This will be a big first out if they can get it right here.
Bases loaded. Kicking the pitch. Fly ball. Left field. Center field, actually. It gets blown over. Center fielder's going to throw it home. Here comes the run. No, it goes to third instead. But again, to give you an idea, when that ball left the bat, Zach, that was headed for left field.
Yeah, and I honestly thought it was going to go to the shortstop, and then they're going to call infield fly, but it was deep enough. The wind really helped that again.
Yes, it did. Sal Aguilar is going to come out of the dugout here. 1 run is in. 1 out now. 2 runners on. So they're going to talk about how they want to play this.
Yeah, just tell them to stay calm. Get these next couple hitters, let them breathe, tell where the fielder should play.
Yeah, that was a big out there, Zach. You allow that run in, but you no longer have the pressure of the bases loaded and nobody out. Right. And that's about as bad a situation as a team can be in.
Correct. Correct.
First 3 players that come up in the lineup get on your cleanup hitter batting with nobody out. So
Right.
could have been worse.
Exactly.
Now you've got no runner on third. You've got a chance for a double play, a force at 3 different bases. So not the end of the world allowing that run to score.
And this is a team that can score runs. They scored 16.8 runs per game.
Larry Babcock tells Sal Aguilar something. My guess is, hey, it's cold out here, Coach. Can you keep these trips to a minimum and make them quick? We'll try to interrupt that wind that you're hearing. It's blowing through the stadium right now. Who we got up here?
This is
Gavin Meyer, the pitcher. Hot smash, line drive, right field, base hit. They're going to wave the runner around third. Here's the throw to play at the plate. Safe at home.
That was a beautiful swing right there on first pitch from
he
the pitcher himself.
Yep, he ripped it. You can see why he's going to Ohio State.
Yeah, it looks like a Big Ten commit already from my eyes. Wow.
He ripped that to right field. A nice throw by the right fielder, Adam Young. He made it closer than I thought it was going to be.
Correct.
But now runners are at the corners. Only 1 out. Runs are in.
Yep, we had that sac fly and that RBI single. And this
Aaron
is
Gowans is the hitter. Pitch upstairs for a ball. How's your throwing arm, Zach?
Oh, I haven't thrown in a hot minute, but I still do practice since it's getting warm out. I got to get back on the field.
We're gonna have you throwing some out here, some t-shirts out. Normally we would have it announced over the PA so they would know it was coming. Popped it up, out of play, foul. We'll just have to scream at them. It's only a t-shirt. How much could it hurt if it hits them and they're not looking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we got a 1-1 count?
Yeah, we're going to have to keep track ourselves because a little bit behind on the scoreboard here. So let's do our best to keep track of that. We may, that camera's stationary that Nate's on, correct? We may ask Nate to come join us and keep the book here because it's too hard. I mean, we need everything kept here because the scoreboard is behind. I'm not even sure to count. And Larry's looking back saying, hey, can you update the scoreboard? But who knows who's doing that, so...
Usually he's got one of those clickers, right? I don't know if he's got one on him.
I'm sure he's got his own, yes. But now the scoreboard reads all zeros. Everything's been wiped out. So, yeah, let's get Nate over here. Runner goes from first to throw back to the pitcher.
Yeah, good call right there. You don't want that runner attacking from third. You'll see those a lot.
You cannot afford to keep giving up runs. That first run was one thing. Now you got to get out of the inning with minimum damage.
Right.
As that wind is howling again. Anything we can do about that, Zach? At the crowd mic?
Crowd mic's off.
We're going to get Nate. Hey, Nate. We can use some help with the book if you don't mind. The scoreboard is, so if you could help with pitch count, or rather, bat count and things of that nature. That's a strike over at the knees for a strike. We are battening down the hatches here, folks, so bear with us. That pitch misses, ball 4. The bases are loaded once again. Gowans goes to first. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Insurance Superhero of the game. Crowell Companies have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Nate Ramian with us here. We got Joey Heinrich. We got Justin Cole. Zach Miller handling the details of the production situation. Full-blown jam for Matt Cook. 2 runs in, bases loaded, 1 out. Against the number 1 team in the state and the defending state champions. Tough predicament to be in, Zach.
They're trying to go for the 3-P, right?
Is that? Yeah, I believe you're right. Illiana, kind of new to Indiana. They were over in Lansing for a number of years. I just want to know when they're going to have a football team. That's my question. Come on, Illiana fans. Let's get a football team. I got a coach for you. I got your director of football operations ready to go. Just give me a call and I'll set you up. We're going to actually, you know what? We're going to need Nate in here because we can't see the book. So that's not going to work over there. Here's the pitch. 2-2? 0-2? They're flashing me signals here. It's really, really hard to keep track. Scoreboard's kind of doing some different things. Ground ball back to the pitcher. They're going to go home for one. The throw down to first. They get the double play and get out of the inning. How about that? Wow, what a turnaround there, but not before Illiana plates 2 runs in the inning. We're going to go to the bottom, or rather the top of the second. Our score out here at the Steel Yard, Illiana 2, Hanover nothing, on the Regions Sports Network, the only game in town.
Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
And welcome back, everybody, to U.S. Steel Yard, downtown Gary, between 4th and 5th Avenue. My old neighborhood, Zach. I was born right down the street here, 6 blocks down the corner of Tyler and 5th Avenue, a place called Mercy Hospital. Believe they got the police department's in there now, I think, and the rest of it's shacked up, closed up. But, yeah, my initial residence, 4th and Buchanan. Right down the street. My dad's 7th and Jefferson right here. So, yeah, this is kind of the neighborhood. So it's good to be up here. We got Nate Ramian joining us. Nate's going to lend us a hand with the scorebook. Adam Young is the hitter. We're trying to give away T-shirts, but there's no PA tonight here to let people know to turn around. So we're trying to figure out what to do about that. You got game changer? Is that what you're looking at there, Nate?
Yeah.
Good man, good man. That's great thinking there.
Good app. I'll have to
How far behind are they?
It's 2-0. It's 1-1 count. That's right. We're good.
1 ball, 1 strike is the count.
Look out.
Inside, that hit him. That hit him. So Young is going to go to first. Leadoff man on base for Hanover, just what the doctor ordered, down a pair early.
Looks like it got him in the shoulder. That's my guess.
You know what, Nate, you want to grab the mic? Why don't we hand Nate a mic? And Nate can help us out that way. That mic right there. Brad Rohde is the hitter, first baseman in the ball game for the Wildcats of Hanover Central. Hanover added a football team a few years back. If they can do it, I think Illiana can do it. I'd like to see Indiana with another program, another football program. There's one gets away, back to the screen. Runner's going to move up to second base.
Yeah, and they had a pretty good year. I remember covering their game at West Loft.
Hanover?
Yes.
Yeah, Hanover's had a good program for quite a while. Now they go up to 4A, so it'll be a little bit tougher in the tournament. But it's a school that's going to keep growing. And I believe Illiana is actually located in Hanover Township, so they're almost neighboring schools.
It's right there off 41.
Is this mic on? Yeah, it's tucked away back in the South Dyer area.
It's right there off Route 41. Probably one of the nicest baseball fields in the Northwest Indiana.
2-0 our score. Here's the pitch. So, yeah, Illiana, if you're listening, yeah, we'd love to see you guys add football to your athletic program. Give us another school to cover on Friday night. Two balls, no strikes. If the scoreboard's correct, 3-0. Go ahead and say it.
You got to pay for it. You get all this.
Oh, okay.
$7 a month. $7 a month.
Oh, okay. We would have to pay for that. I see what you're saying. Okay. 3 balls, no strikes. Popped up right side. That's going to go out of play.
Obviously, you got the green light there. It was a 3-0 count.
That's one of the cool things about Game Changer is if you're not at the ballpark, you can still have family follow along.
Yeah, I'm not real familiar with it, but I know there are people that use it quite a bit. We've got time on the field. Larry Babcock is going to go talk to the base umpire. What do you think this is about, guys? Zach, any idea?
Good question. We'll have to see.
It's
probably
the count.
with
It's the count.
The count,
Probably,
and with
yes.
it being cold, his hand going to his mouth a lot. He could get the moisture with his hand.
That could be. They just adjusted, so it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count. I saw Larry with his clicker and point to the dugout, so that's what it is. That's the adjustment, 3-2.
So I thought that swing was on a 3-0 count.
Well, the umpires, even with the clicker and the score, it should still all be in sync, so there's no confusion. And unfortunately, that just hasn't been the case here so far tonight. Here's the pitch. That's over for strike 3. Wow.
Beautiful slider right there from Meyer.
Yeah, it sure was. Yep. Completely fooled the hitter, Zach.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, you're going to see that plenty of times tonight.
Next at the bat is number 30, Jaden Rutherford, left fielder.
Left-handed hitter. Rutherford digs in. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside. There's some heat on that pitch, guys.
I wonder how fast it is. 90s maybe? Maybe low 90s?
Low 90s is what the coach told me. High 80s to low 90s, and I'm guessing that was low 90s there.
Yeah. Those are pretty hard to hit.
1 ball, no strikes. 1 on, 1 out. From the stretch, here's Meyer with the pitch. Fouled out of play. Nate, how much time have you spent here at the U.S. Steel Yard over the years? Have you come here much? Or
From when I was playing, my playing days, we played here every year. We always played Hammond Clark. Hammond Clark back in like the 2010, 2011 days, they're really good. Enrique Zamora, actually got drafted. He was on those teams. And then from coaching 4 or 5 years, we played here every year as well. And then just being a fan of the Wildcats and being around, we always come at least once, twice a year with my family. Such a great place to watch a baseball game in Northwest Indiana.
And Zach, your first time here, right?
Yes.
First time Fifth Ave. First time this far north, I would guess.
Uh-huh.
1 ball, 2 strikes now. Gavin Meyer turns, throws to second. Runner gets back safely.
pretty similar place. I went to, Joliet Slammers game a long time ago, so pretty similar place right there.
Yep, I think both of these stadiums were built right around the same time, this one and that one. There's a pitch. Woo! Inside corner of the plate, and Larry Babcock rings him up for the second out of the inning. Jacob Siska now, another left-hander, is going to step up.
Well, if he's going to get those inside calls, he might keep throwing there against those lefties.
Where are all these lefties coming from?
There's a lot of them.
Boy, I tell you what, lefties were a rare thing not too long ago. It seems like every game we do, the lineups are stacked with lefties. Here's the slide and the pitch. Yep, same spot, just like you said, Zach, over for a strike.
I wonder if he's going to get those outside calls, too. I wonder if it's going to be a big zone at all.
It's usually a big zone the colder it is. If it was 75 and perfect, might not be so big. There's a pitch for a strike. Nate Ramey and Zach Zanelli, and yours truly, Chris Ramirez, out here. We've got Zach Miller on production. Joey Heinrich and Justin Cole here as well, helping with camera detail. Throw back to second. They may have him. Woo, that was close.
That was close.
The throw's to the inside part of that bag instead of the outside, guys. The inning's over.
That's one thing the shortstop's doing. They got to play on that. When he sees daylight with his glove, that's when he knows when to throw. It's kind of like a timing play. When you see his glove between him and the bag, that's when he knows to throw.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Whoa, behind the hitter. Goes all the way back to the screen.
You got to be careful there. You saw what happened in the Cubs game the other day.
I didn't. What happened? I missed it. Tell me about it.
Wild pitch to tie the game on a Nico Horner scoring from second base.
Oh, I did see that. You're right. I did see that. Yep.
Because the catcher didn't know where the ball was.
Yep. The key to that play, in my opinion, was the base running of Nico Horner. He took that sharp cut around third, wasn't a big wide angle, and just beat the throw.
Yeah, he's been on a hot start so far.
1-2. Ground ball, first base. Takes a perfect hop right up to him. Jake Scott there fields it, steps on first to retire the side. No runs in the inning. Our score now at the end, where are we going? In the bottom of the second? Bottom of the second, 2-0 in favor of Illiana. This is Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
First home, dream home, forever home. Tech Credit Union has the right home loan for you. Their loan officers can help you purchase a home, refinance your current mortgage, or unlock your home's equity to get a cash out for any purpose. Let Tech Credit Union show you why they are the better option for a home loan. Learn more at www.techcu.org or call 800-276-8324. Tech Credit Union is an equal housing lender and federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Steel Yard, bottom of the second here. Illiana Christian comes to the plate. Aiden Kreisbaum fouls off the first pitch. Ball high, 1-1 count here. There's a big crowd here tonight.
Yeah, this is decent. Obviously, there still might be people coming in, but yeah.
Line drive to the right side. Right fielder makes a great diving play. Controls it out for out number 1.
That was my prediction. We'd see a diving catch, and there it was.
One down here. Hanover pitcher is doing a great job, but it's coming back, throwing strikes after that rough first inning. staying composed and doing a good job with that.
Yep.
Hey, you guys are doing great. I was able to give away one T-shirt there. I'm going to try to give away more. It's usually a lot easier than this. All right, who we got up here, Zach Zanelli?
This is number
Catch
12.
me up.
Smith. Luke Smith.
Luke Smith, the hitter. 2-0 our score. Luke shows bunt. Pulls back. I think he's just having the third baseman work a little there. Saw the third baseman all the way back. Why not? Flash bunt a little bit there. Make him work. Good long line at the concession stand tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Woo, listen to that wind howl.
We're right in this wind tunnel, too.
Yeah, we are. That's what we're in. That's the problem. We're in a wind tunnel here. So
It's Andrew Mild working this concession stand.
Andrew Mild is working the concession stand, the voice of the Wildcats.
When do they
See
start?
what
Early
happens
May?
with this mic off. Anything different? Not really. Okay. It's coming in through my microphone. I'll see what I can do about that. I know it's got to be annoying for the audience. I'm going to try to see if we can't block this wind a little bit.
That was called strike 3 right there. On that fastball.
All right, moving on down. Spencer Banstra is the hitter. He's the leadoff man, right?
Yep.
2-0 our score. Again, bear with us, folks. It's windy. Our stuff's blowing all over. It's hard to kind of keep track of what's going on here. So we're not making excuses, just giving you an idea of what we're dealing with.
It's a cool thing because that means the Railcats are doing some construction in the press box.
That's what we talked about earlier. It's way overdue on that, and glad to hear that that's happening. The suite level upstairs and press box, all under construction, which is why we're down here on the concourse. And unfortunately, our position where they've got us stationed is in a wind tunnel, and you can hear it. So we'll try to do our best to block that and keep you interested in the ball game, but we appreciate your patience as we deal with it. Fouled back to the screen. Scoreboard says 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also says 2 out, which is correct, right? It is, yep. Leadoff hitter Banstra. Lights are starting to take effect now. It's kind of getting the end of twilight time in the region. It'll be dark here pretty soon. Great setting up here, guys, for baseball, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's unfortunate that Gary doesn't get the visitors from the rest of the region that it used to get, and people, don't come up as often, but this is a great place to watch baseball.
Usually on Friday nights, they got fireworks, too. So come on out on Friday nights, see a good game. We got fireworks right after the ball game.
Yeah, maybe you can call them on Monday, see if they'll sponsor us for saying that. All right, Nate? What do you got? All right, okay, good man, good man. Keep track how many times we plug them. We'll send them a bill. Here comes the 2-2. The kick and the pitch. Hot smash foul down the first base line. There used to be a gigantic, the world's biggest Bennigan's used to be out there. We can pan over towards down the right field line. We can pan over towards the right field line to that building down there. Zoom in on that real quick. That was once the world's biggest Bennigan's, and it was a lot of fun in the early days. You come down here the first couple years, the stadium had a lot of people. That place would always be packed before and after a game, and it really looked like things were going to start to take off in this neighborhood. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. This is really all that got built, but nonetheless, a great place to watch a ball game. And being a child of the Steel City, I enjoy coming back here.
Sometimes we would just sit there instead.
You want to know an interesting fact, Nate Ramian?
What you got,
When
Chris
I was
Ramirez?
a kid, okay, in the phone book, okay, there were about 75 Ramirez names listed. But who was on top of that for years? The name was Ramian. There was one Ramian in the book. So even before I knew you, I knew the Ramians, because when you go to the phone book, Ramian and then the 75 Ramirez would follow.
There's a lot of Ramians. We grew up in Hessville.
Is that right? You're a Ville boy, huh?
Family at Hessville, and they went to Morton High School.
Your dad's a Morton guy?
No, he was a Portage guy, but
Portage, okay.
Grandparents and uncles are
Gotcha.
Hessville.
There's a pitch. Woo! Completely fools the hitter for strike 3.
That was a good at-bat right too by Banstra. I mean, he fought a lot of pitches off.
Yes, he did.
Obviously, the at-bat didn't go his way.
All right, no runs, no hits, no errors in the inning. We'll go now to the next inning. Where are we at? We're moving to the top of the 3rd inning. It's 2-0. Illiana leads Hanover on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Planting a tree, installing a fence, whether your project is big or small, NIPSCO reminds you to know what's below and contact 811 at least 2 full business days before doing any digging so that utility companies can mark the location of their underground lines. Contacting 811 is free and it's the law. Avoid possible penalties, costly repairs, or injuries. DIY or a pro, safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time.
Aiden Kreisbaum is going to lead things off as we go to the top half of the 3rd inning here at U.S. Steel Yard in Gary. Kreisbaum is the 3rd baseman in today's game. This is his first at bat. Kicking the pitch by Ohio State-bound Gavin Meyer. Misses for ball 1. Give you the Illiana defensive alignment here after this pitch. Here's the 1-0. Check swing for a strike. Jack McDonald, Spencer Banstra, and Tanner Post are the outfielders, left, center, and right. Tyler Balkema, Isaac Vanderwood, Luke Smith, and Jake Scott are the infielders. 3rd to 1st with the battery today of Gavin Meyer and Aaron Gowans. Fly ball, center field. It's got a little bit of carry. It's going to be a problem over the center fielder's head. This is going to be a 3-base hit. Kreisbaum. That's the key, guys. Get the ball up in the air like that, and it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, we talked about it. 24 miles per hour.
You get it above the stadium, and it'll just carry in that jet stream.
And that is exactly what is happening. Can't really fault the outfielders on that. They were in position. He's in position to make the play. The ball just keeps blowing, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
That's one of those. If it's down maybe one of the lines, that might be gone.
Yeah, could be. Yep. But if it goes down the left field line, it never gets out of here today because it gets blown to center. But on a normal day, so Hanover now with their first real threat of the ball game. Runner at 3rd, nobody out. This is Anthony Rasky. Rasky, I have it with an A. Anthony Rasky. Got some football weather going out here. This is really something.
Yeah, what happened to all the warm weather we had recently?
Dylan Bowen, the hitter. Up next is on deck.
Speaking of football weather, tomorrow's the Notre Dame spring game.
There you go. That's what you're getting at. Okay, good. I didn't catch on there. Very good. Like, what am I missing here? Yeah, Notre Dame spring game tomorrow. Drake Bowen will be a part of that. There's a pitch swung on and missed.
And then we got the NFL draft coming up.
Yeah, my favorite team is the number 1 pick, and for some reason I'm not excited about it.
Really? I'm just curious to see what they're going to do at pick 9.
Well, they got a better chance of not blowing pick 9. There's a pitch that misses. I'm not a Caleb Williams fan, I'll just say that much. I didn't like what I saw in college. Hopefully, if they draft him, he'll be better in college than he was in the pros. Here's the 3-2. Popped up back this way. I've lost it. It went right overhead.
Yep. It was a pop, we might have
Just think,
caught him.
that's $7 parking lot. Gone.
Gone just like that. You'll never see it again. Here's the kick in the 3-2. Ooh, a late swing. Just fouled it off. Got a piece off the hands there.
Yeah, lucky him. That's hard to make contact if it's a swing that late.
Fouled off in front of the plate. So what do you do there, Zach, if you're the catcher? You've got a decision to make. If that ball's fair, are you fielding it and throwing it to first with the runner coming home?
I would say yes if he's not running.
Are you trading the out for the run?
It depends on how far the ball is. If he's coming home, you're going to have to deal with it and throw it to first, because I don't know if anyone's going to be covering home plate or if you're going to.
Well, that's the problem. You've either got to field it and look him back to third, potentially give up the out at first. Not going to matter. There's ball 4, runners at the corners.
Yeah, Meyer in a little bit of a jam now.
Yep. Potential go-ahead run is at the plate. Top of the order in Dylan Bowen.
That's one of those weird ones where you got to check. You got time.
His mic is coming in and out. Runners at the corners. Leadoff man up. First real threat for Hanover. Catcher can't find it. Right in front of him. There he has it. Bowen popped up to short the first time up. Hitting .500 on the season. And the manager's going to come out of the dugout here.
So you're going to take him out? They're going to have a word?
Manager is Vanderwood. Is the mic working? Let's try it now. The wind is playing havoc on our equipment. Long meeting out there on the mound, Zach.
Yeah. He's just settling him down. Focus on the hitters.
There goes Larry. I knew it was just a matter of time before Larry said, hey, it's cold out here.
Usually if it's that long, the umpire will come up and say,
I don't know how he doesn't have gloves on, Chris.
I don't either. He should have known it was going to be cold. It's not his first time working here.
He's a mill guy, too. He
yes,
works
he
right
is.
there.
Yep.
Like to give him a lot of crap, but he's one of the better ones around,
Been around a while,
He
that's
has.
for sure. Yeah, for those who don't make it up here this far north, that is the U.S. Steel Gary Works plant just across the toll road. Back to the screen. That could score a run. Let's see. It will.
Big run.
Hanover is on the board. They cut the lead in half.
I think that's going to be a wild pitch.
Yeah, it would have to be. Kriesbaum scores. Runner at first. Banstra. Nope, check that. Rasky goes to second.
And now he's got a 2-0 count.
And now Bowen is the hitter. And the crowd's starting to make some noise. 2-1 our score.
Looks like it's the Hanover dugout.
There's a pitch up high for a ball.
This is one of the first times this year Meyer has been in some struggling, right? He's been in some. So how do you respond? How do you get back from this?
Well, that's what we're going to find out. You got an Ohio State commit on the mound, so this is a situation that shouldn't make him too uncomfortable. Let's see what happens. He's got the sign from the catcher, checks the runner, taking his time. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball 4. Another base on balls. Now the go-ahead run is at first base.
Yeah, and you still got nobody
Caden
out.
Barrett coming up.
And Vanderwood's going to come talk to him.
Nobody in the bullpen either.
Well, where do you go from your Ohio State commit?
They got arms. They just grow them out there in Lake County over there, Route 41.
Yeah, there's a lot of good baseball down there between Lake Central, Illiana Christian, and his Hanover Central team. First baseman in on the grass. Third base even with the bag. Middle infielder shaded towards second.
They're going to try to get that force out of third to get that leadoff runner.
Yeah, it looks that way. Kicking the pitch. Tries to get the bunt down. So the game plan here for Hanover is get those 2 runs into scoring position. There's still nobody out, right? Want to make sure I haven't missed anything.
Yep, you're right.
So like I said, first baseman's in, so they're playing that. Second baseman will be charging, coming to cover the first bag if it's bunt on the right side.
Here's the pitch. No sign of bunt that time. Pitch outside and high, 1-1. Verrett, the catcher. Pitch down low, gets away. The runner's going to go to third. Here's the throw. Not in time. Outstanding base running by Anthony Rasky there. He wasted no time. As soon as he saw the catcher, didn't know where the ball was, Zach, he bolted for third.
Yeah, now you got both runners in scoring position, so Hanover has a chance to take the lead here for the first time.
All right, the bunt's going to be off. First baseman back even with the bag now. 2-1 the count. Meyer from the stretch looks at third. Here's the kick. Popped out of play. There goes another $7.
I wonder if any of those are going to reach our cars in the parking lot.
It's happened before, not to mine, thankfully. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2-1 the score. 2-1 the score. Here's the pitch. Good cut, fouled off, back to the screen.
There's just some good at-bats. You know, they're fighting, fouling the ball off, staying alive. Especially in this inning.
A windy night out here. 25-mile-an-hour winds blowing in over the third base side of the field here. Kicking the pitch. Fouled off. Third baseman gives chase. Oh, almost had it. I think he got a glove on it. Then he ran into the wall there.
You know he's not going to get any help from the Hanover dugout either.
Nope. No, if anything, they'll tell him he's got plenty of room.
And the goal here is just to keep it on the ground and get it past the pitcher, and that run will score.
Big hole between third base and shortstop right now. If he can hit one the other way, he'll have 1 RBI, maybe 2. Here's the pitch. And he's trying to go that way.
That might be
little
catchable.
bloop pop up.
There you go.
Yes, great play by the third baseman, Tyler Balkema. No easy play over there on that little bloop flare into the foul territory.
Looks like there's going to be some backspin on that foul ball, too.
There was indeed. Sarkey now, Landon Sarkey, the hitter, another left-hander. 1 out in the inning. Kicking the pitch. Down low. One ball, no strikes. Runners at second and third.
And first base is wide open, so don't be surprised if he's pitching around him here.
Let's see what happens. Up high, 2-0. That might be what's going on.
And if you do walk him, you're going to have a force out anywhere, which could help your defense.
I'd be more open to that strategy if there were 2 out, but with 1 if you're pitching around him and giving him first base, you are potentially creating a hazard for a big inning.
But at that point, you're still 1 pitch away from a double play and getting out of the inning then.
Well, that's if you're throwing strikes, though, not if you're pitching around him.
No, when he walks him here, so the base is loaded.
Oh, got you there. Got you there.
Away.
I got you. Yep, you're right. Yep. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, center field. It's going to get down. 1 run's going to score. But that's going to be it. And they may have to play it back at first. Throw not in time. That was Sarkey. He gets the RBI. Nice hit to center, but almost got caught in no man's land, Zach.
Yeah, and like Nate said, he got the ball in play, but it wasn't a grounded. It was a base hit, and they got that tying run in, and the go-ahead run's now a third.
So now we're tied at 2 with Adam Young, the right fielder, coming to the plate. Two runs in the inning. We're all tied up. A deuce apiece. Throw over to first, runner back. Adam Young is the cleanup hitter.
Yeah, as soon as Scott got that ball, he looked immediately at the third base runner, seeing if he was going to try to score on him or not.
Yeah, he didn't really have a chance to get a jump. Throw over to first by the catcher, the runner back. That was really too hard to tell if it was going to be caught by the center fielder or not. So both runners kind of had to hang towards the base. But now Hanover just 90 feet away from taking the lead. There's a strike over on the outside corner at the letters. One ball, 1 strike. 2 on, 1 out, 2 runs in. Here's the pitch. Pops out of the catcher's glove.
Might have that part of the zone, I'm not sure. Usually it's kind of hard for umpires to call if it's strike, if it's dropped, right?
Yeah, I didn't see it call a strike.
It was a ball,
Okay.
but it looked like it was in the zone.
Yeah, it looked like a good pitch. I was surprised the catcher dropped it. Here's the 2-1. The runner goes. Catcher double clutches, can't get it out of his glove. Probably wasn't going to throw it anyway.
Like we said earlier, you got to watch that runner on third, because you will see him score if you throw it to second.
And now a base hit can score 2 runs. A lot of room down the left field line. They were to hit one over, and again, that huge gap between third and short. They're trying to hold that runner at second. There's a pitch over for a strike. The count's going to go full.
So with that shift, my guess is most people are going to be late on his fastball, right? So the ball's going to go middle right side. So that's why I think he shifted up the middle there.
That could very well be. It's a good observation,
It's a
Nate.
good call.
Ground ball to third. The play's going to be at home. Safe at home. The throw was wide. And Hanover now takes the lead 3-2.
It's a good decision to throw home there. Obviously, it wasn't a good throw. Another option was to throw out at first.
Well, yeah, he didn't really have a great angle on the throw. And it wasn't a force play.
Correct.
So the ball's got to beat the runner there, and it's got to be on the mark.
Yep.
Brad Rohde is the hitter now. Hanover up 3-2. Runner at third, still only 1 out, also a runner at first. Put 3 runs up here against an Ohio State commit in 1 inning. The Hanover batting order's got to feel pretty good about this, Zach.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Fly ball coming back this way, out of play, right on the roof. It may roll back down. Nope, don't see it.
Luckily, it didn't hit that camera.
That's out on 5th Avenue.
Might have got, hit the roof for sure.
We do have an unmanned camera over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 on, 2 out. Runner goes. Pitch taken for a strike to even the count up. Wait a minute. Scoreboard says 1-2, and that was registered a strike, so now it's 1-2. Okay. We think it's 1-2. Gotta wonder when the last time somebody lit Meyer up for 3 runs in an inning. Pitch swung on and missed. That is strike 3.
A big strikeout.
Second out of the inning. Big strikeout indeed. Myers struggled in this inning quite a bit. Jalen Rutherford is the hitter. Left fielder in today's ball game. For Coach Sal Aguilar. What is going on, guys? I've seen a lot of balls pop out of the catcher's glove today.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the mitt. I don't know if it's a bad location. You can't see it that well.
You look frustrated with himself there. Like, he's got to have that. Because like, that borderline, like you said earlier, if you catch it, it's a strike. You drop it, it looks like a ball.
There's another pitch that gets away. Another wild pitch back to the screen. Hanover's going to score their 4th run of the inning. Are we scoring that a pass ball or a wild pitch?
I'm not sure if that was his fault. He had to reach for that, and that's what happened earlier.
I would say that's a wild pitch.
I would call it a wild pitch as well. Catchable ball. But could there be communication issues between the pitcher and catcher?
Yeah, the game changer had it as a wild pitch as well.
And that would be probably coming from the dugout then? Yep. 4 runs now in the inning. And yeah, guys, like I said earlier, you really got to ask yourself, when was the last time a team was able to light up Gavin Meyer for 4 runs in an inning? There's a pitch that misses badly. So a tough night out here.
It's weird because there's still nothing going on in the bullpen. No one's out there. No one's throwing. Maybe they're just assuming he's going to snap out of it real quick and we're going to get some runs on the board. This is kind of like a learning curve, kind of.
We're only in the top of the 3rd. It's been a long ball game.
And they'll probably have a set pitch count for him, too. I'm not sure what the limit is for high school.
Is it 120 a week? Is it 85 a game and 120 a week, or 120 a week period? Or I can't keep track every year. There's a pitch.
Ooh, the
hitter wanted ball 4. He gets strike 2 instead. Or is it strike 2, 3-2.
Yeah, like I said, he's calling those inside corner pitches.
Yep, we've been doing that today all day.
Yep. And he's been calling that on the outside corner for righties. So.
That's ball 4. Varsity pitch count. You can go up to 120 pitches every 4 days. Is that what that's saying? Yep. And you hear that wind howling again, folks. We wish there was a way to block that sound out. I know it's got to be annoying. Who we got up here, Nate? Fly ball, right field. Right fielder comes in and makes the catch. That was Jacob Siska. A hot line smash to the right fielder to retire the side, but not before the Wildcats put a 4 spot up on the board. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Hanover 4, Illiana 2 on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
How far would you go to live another game night in the region? Well, lucky for you, you don't have to go far at all. At Region Sports Network, we have a collection of over thousands of games, ranging from last week to the 1960s. Now, you can relive the thrilling victories, heartbreaking defeats, and all the things that make region sports so great. Talk to us here at RSN and help us remember the region. Please visit Remember the Region with the link on the screen or through our link tree found on all of our social media platforms. Hashtag Remember the Region.
And welcome back, everybody, to U.S. Steel Yard in the Steel City. What was once known as the City of the Century, the Magic City. 100 years ago, it was the fastest-growing city in the United States of America, Gary, Indiana, the land of my birth. Happy to be out here with the RSN crew tonight. Zach Zanelli helping me out on color commentary, Nate Ramian working as well. Zach Miller's our engineer, Joey Heinrich and Justin Cole are working camera detail. 4-2 our score. Hanover puts a 4 spot up in the top of the third. And they have doubled up on Illiana Christian. Isaac Vanderwood, the shortstop, University of Virginia commit. Off-speed pitch over for a strike. So, Nate, tell me, how does this happen, okay? How does a kid from Northwest Indiana playing for Illiana Christian, how does somebody like Virginia find a kid like that?
Well, think about him. He plays for the Indiana Bulls Travel Association. They're out of Indy, Grand Park area. And when you play for such a high-level affiliate like that in the summertime, you're at those big exposure tournaments. He travels the country in the summer, and it just takes a college one time to see you to get on their radar. And then you just got to do something like that, get on base, hit 500 in your season here or higher, and they're going to be looking for you.
Isaac Vanderwood takes ball 4. Excellent explanation there. And now we've got Tanner Post coming to bat.
And we'll see if the Vikings can get revenge here. We saw what happened last inning with Meyer. We'll see if the Vikings can get to Cook here.
We'll reset the defense coming up here for Hanover in a moment. Post with a pitch inside. Jalen Rutherford, Landon Sarkey, Adam Young, the outfielders, left, center, and right. Aiden Kreisbaum, Dylan Bowen, Anthony Ransky, and Brad Rohde of the infielders. Third around to first with Matt Cook and Caden Barretts making up the battery tonight. The runner bluffs at first, pitch inside, 2-0 the count.
Yeah, it looks like Hanover Central is going to warm up somebody in the bullpen.
Yep, that's what they're going to do, all right. Going to be time called here.
This is one of those situations like you were talking about. You get a lead. You probably weren't expecting to have this lead on him right now, right? How do we react? We can't walk the leadoff hitter and then throw 2 quick balls right away. We got to throw strikes. You're leading. Let your defense do the job here.
Yep. Game plan probably against an Ohio State commit is keep it close and try to win it late. You don't expect to put a 4 spot up on them in any given inning, especially early in the ball game. So, yeah, you're absolutely right, Nate. It's like, wow, we're in a situation maybe that we weren't quite expecting to be in. And this will also give a little time down the left field line for that bullpen to start getting moving as well. Larry Babcock has to break it up there on the mound. Larry's got a date later. He's hoping to get out of here early, but that's not going to happen. He's going to have to call his girl and say, sorry, I'm not going to make it. Throw over to first, runner back. Tanner Post is the hitter, as I said earlier. 2 balls, no strikes. Matt Cook the pitch. That's over for a strike. 2-1 to count. Throw to first. Woo!
Gotta be careful.
Close indeed. The runner got a late jump back.
That's a good stop.
One thing about cool about playing a game like here, other sports like to come out and present like behind us is the Hanover football coach, right? He's over there at the vest on. A lot of those guys like to bring their families out. Like,
there he is. Coach Parker is in the house.
Like to come represent and show off, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Pretty cool stuff.
Well, in a school like Hanover, you still got a lot of kids playing both sports. So I'm sure some of his football players, I know the catcher was the running back on the football team. So definitely some crossover there.
Yeah, a lot of football players also in basketball teams. So they're all over the place.
You see it, more on the smaller schools. It's getting rather difficult at the Duneland level to continue doing that. We got power there, Zach? No power.
You do?
Bear with us, folks. We're remote situation. We're running out of power. So we'll try to figure it out. So these electrical outlets are not working. Is that what I'm told?
Not that one. We're still on. We're still good.
Try a different one.
It's got power. You might have another issue because there's something plugged in here. Two balls, two strikes. Throw over to first. Is our computer going out, Zach?
No, we're all good.
Okay.
He's just playing ahead.
Time called on the field. They've got us set up here. We're set up in I guess you'd call this sort of a tiki bar kind of a thing. Huh, Zach?
Yeah.
So
that's nice as a broadcast booth.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just too windy. The runner goes, throw down to second base. Out, says the second base umpire.
Wow.
Wow.
That is definitely going to be a candidate for the play of the game.
That's got a couple of things going for it. Best hands in the business. Proud Union home play of the game. Wow. Yeah, we do have awards to give out. Boilermaker, blue-collar player of the game. You know, we've got to talk about the meat of the matter at some point as well. What is the difference? What's going on here? Pitch in the dirt.
And I did give my dive and catch prediction. The right field over Hanover got a dive and catch while you were trying to throw some shirts.
Is that right? I missed that. You should have put money on that, Zach.
Nah, I'm not a big bettor.
Hot smash down to third. Grab, throws over to first in time. Aiden Kreisbaum. There's the best hands in the business play right there. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're going to go now to the top of the fourth. It's Hanover 4, Illiana 2 on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
Planting a tree, installing a fence, whether your project is big or small, NIPSCO reminds you to know what's below and contact 811 at least 2 full business days before doing any digging so that utility companies can mark the location of their underground lines. Contacting 811 is free and it's the law. Avoid possible penalties, costly repairs, or injuries. DIY or a pro, safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time.
The Athletic Performance Factory is Northwest Indiana's premier athletic training center. The 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility features batting cages, a sand training room, a new outdoor turf infield, and so much more. Check out the facility for one of their daily classes at 3150 45th Street in Highland.
Interested in signing up for team workouts or individual lessons? Check out their website at trainapf.com or contact them at 219-750-1087. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
Are we running off the battery if we're Back out here at U.S. Steel Yard, 4-2 our score. Aiden Kreisbaum, third baseman, who made that nice play at the end of the last half inning, is the hitter. Gavin Meyer is the pitcher. Popped up, coming back this way. The catcher's going to try to make a play on it.
We may have a good chance at a foul ball today.
Where did that ball land? Did that ball land in?
Looked like it was right next to the dugout.
Looked like it was playable. I'm not quite sure where it was or if it landed in the stands. Either way, the count's now 0-2. Meyer with the pitch. Fly ball, center field, short center. It's dropping, and it does drop in. Center fielder broke back on that initially. And that may be the difference as to why the ball was able to land safely. But how about this Hanover team, Zach? They're really putting the wood on the ball, but that's not the case here in high school.
Yeah,
they're really putting they're putting the pedal to the metal, you might say.
Yeah, big inning last inning, and now they could do it again with the leadoff man. Here's a bunt right here.
Great bunt up the first base line. Close play's going to be out, but the sacrifice works. Great bunt by Anthony Roski. Score that 2-3 on the putout.
Any bunt down the line is considered great.
That was outstanding. A very well executed play. Top of the order now, Dylan Bowen with one out and a runner in scoring position. Meyer with the kick and the pitch, down low for a ball. Nice stop by the catcher, Aaron Gowans. Pretty good crowd on hand out here at U.S. Steel Yard tonight. Gets away, pops right out of the catcher's glove. Runner's going to move up another 90 feet. Something's going on down there, guys, with the catcher, and it's an issue they're going to have to resolve. We've seen it. That's at least two runners I know of that have moved up on a situation like that, and there may have been a third.
If I had to guess, they're getting crossed up. With man on second, sometimes you have different signs. Because sometimes the runner will give the batter the signs of what's coming, and I bet they're getting crossed up there.
Well, it's something they need to figure out. The pitch over for a strike, taken all the way. 2 balls, 1 strike. Infielders now even with the bag or even with the grass. So they're going to play to cut down the run. There's another one that pops out. Could it be a glove issue?
That was my first guess. Another one's not seeing it well. Or maybe it's just hard to catch Meyer in general because he's throwing the ball so hard.
Maybe. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Kicking the pitch. Outside for ball 4. A tough outing tonight here for the Ohio State commit. So Bowen draws a walk, and that's going to bring up Caden Verrett, the catcher.
And I think they still got nobody in the bullpen, so they're going to keep him out there.
Yep. They're going to ride the big hoss. 1 out, runners at first and third. And Hanover at the top of the order with their number 2 hitter. Bowen dives back in safely. Meyer looks at first, has the sign from the catcher. Runner goes. Hit and run is on. Fouled out of play.
That was a loud noise.
Yeah, that hit just below the upper deck on the railing there. There's a party deck over there for Wildcat games. Had the pleasure of utilizing that deck a couple of times in the past. Great view of the ballpark. Meyer throws over to first, runner back. Zach, a couple of times, now more than once tonight, and twice with Dylan over here just now with Dylan Bone. When those runners are trying to get back to first base over there, it almost looks like their feet are spinning.
Yeah.
Could the footing be maybe different than they're used to? There goes the runner. Dylan's going to move up and take second base. Dylan Bowen. So a hit could mean 2 now.
Yeah, Myers got quick motion. Like you saw him throw the ball to first. I mean, he did that super quick.
Here comes the infield in again. As Hanover is going to try to bust this game wide open. Pitch inside, gets his foot out of the way. Does Verrett. Okay.
And they're going to go have another word.
What do you think they're talking about, Zach?
Just calm down. Worry about this hitter. Get this big second out.
So more of a pep talk?
Yeah.
They're asking what's for dinner just to get your mind off, all right? Yeah. Something different. You're not thinking, oh, my God, that should have been a strike. Get his mind off it right now and get back and find a zone.
2 balls, 1 strike. Runners at second and third, only 1 out. Hanover with a 2-run lead. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, first base side. They're going to bring it home. Throw in the dirt, not in time. Runner's going to go from first to second. Here's the throw down there. That's going to be out, but they leave the trailing runner to score. Oh, my, what a mental mistake that was.
Lots of risky moves right there. Could have had it unassisted at first base. Obviously, he threw it home to get that runner. Didn't happen. And then he throws it to second. And then you have the other runner come and score.
Boy, what an odd play. We got to figure out how to score that one in the book. So it's going to go 3-2, 4, or was it 6? Who covered, second or first? Short.
But I think it was the second baseman.
Nonetheless,
you don't see those every day.
2-run score on the play, and an out is made at second base, and that out was the hitter.
Yeah.
Very unique situation. And Hanover now has busted the game wide open. It's 6-2.
And there's nobody on base, so it looks like someone just hit a home run.
Very bizarre set of circumstances right there. Landon Sarkey, the hitter now.
Yeah, you do not see that every day.
No, you don't. Runners at second and third both score, even after a play at the plate, with an out at second base made by the hitter.
Yeah, maybe Gowans just didn't know the runner was on third or forgot.
Yeah, my guess would be it was just slipped his mind would be my guess.
He probably could have thought he had him.
But either way, that would have only been the second out of the inning, right?
But that's still a high IQ play by the base runner to know.
Very much, yep.
On that throw, I got to go.
Yep. Yeah, on both base runs. So for the hitter who's at first, he kept going, smart move. There's a pitch swung on, strike 3, the inning is over. But not before Hanover puts another 2 runs on the board. They take a 6-2 lead. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back out here at U.S. Steel Yard, 6-2 our score. A real shocker. Hanover leads the two-time defending state champion Illiana Christian Vikings as we go to the bottom of the fourth here. And leading off, it's going to be the pitcher, Gavin Meyer, left-handed hitter. Guys, as we go through this inning here, 6-2, a real shocker. I don't think any of us expected to see this kind of number on the board in favor of Hanover. What's the difference? Let's get to the meat of the matter here. What's going on?
Yeah, obviously Meyer struggles in the third and fourth inning there. It's going to happen. A lot of pitchers are going to have those moments. He just didn't find the zone today, especially in those two innings, and that's how Hanover got on base. They got those hits, and they scored all those runs, and obviously some mistakes on the field as well, some risky moves.
Meat of the matter, in your opinion, Nate, what's the difference out here today?
Again, I'm going to still stay with the Mayor, but...
Fly ball, hold on a second. This could be trouble. Shortstop goes out, left fielder comes in. Neither one of them's going to get it. And Gavin Meyer is going to have a leadoff double for the Vikings.
Back to the meat of the matter of the last couple innings for Hanover batting. They're doing a good job of being patient, right? They're not chasing that. We know he's struggling on the mound. When was the last time, like you keep saying, when was the last time he really struggled?
Right.
Like,
how often does that happen?
Not very often. There's a reason why they're the two-time defending state champions. He's that guy on the mound that always, you have that, but you got his back. You always know when he's on the mound, we're going to have a good outing, we're going to have a chance to win a ball game. And today, you're just struggling right now, and now it's time for someone else on the team to step up and say, you know what, you're having a little off day. You're human. Let me do it now. Let me do what I can do.
And like you said, the Hanover hitters have let them struggle today. They're not helping them out. They've been patient up there, and they're taking what they're given. 1 ball, 1 strike, runner at second. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. U.S. Steel Yard in Gary. Hanover Central and Illiana Christian. Both schools out of Hanover Township. Illiana Christian on the far south end of Dyer. Hanover Central smack dab in the middle of the town of Cedar Lake. Here's the pitch from Cook. Counts now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Both teams now have somebody in the bullpen. So with both teams going to their maybe second, third options, let's see if the hitters can take advantage of that as well.
Here's the 2-2. Check swing outside. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It's a big pitch right here. We'll see if he gets that walk or hit or a big out here.
Kicking the pitch inside.
Might have hit him.
Yep, might have hit him. I think it did. Either way, base runner is at first. Gowans is at first, and now Tyler Balkema.
Yeah, he's going to take him out here.
Is the hitter. That could be it for Matt Cook. Yep. Somebody running in from the left field bullpen. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the blue-collar player of the game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. I want to thank our sponsors, including NIPSCO, who's proud to be powering the youth of Northwest Indiana. NIPSCO is wishing its Northern Indiana high schools a safe and competitive season while displaying sportsmanship on and off the field. Also want to thank Doug Schaefer at Athletic Performance Factory. Youch. Careful on that, guys. That hurts the ears. Doug Schaefer And Athletic Performance Factory. What's popping in my ears, guys? Let's be careful here, huh? Trying to mention Doug Schaefer one final time. It's good now, but whatever you guys were moving was popping. Athletic Performance Factory, 3150 45th Avenue, where athletes are made. 3150 45th Avenue.
So for the pitching change here for Hanover, the DH just went and dropped the DH, and now he's in the game as a player, so he's the new pitcher.
And that would be Jacob Siska.
That is correct.
Zach, you cold yet?
Well, I got this coat on, so I was going to say, I think it warmed up a little bit, but I think it's still breezy for the players.
All right, here we go. We're set for action. Runners at first and second. 6-2 is our score. Jacob Siska now is the pitcher.
Do you think the wind died down?
Balcoma, the hitter. Wind has died down. You can see the flags. There's a fly ball. Dropping into right. It's going to get down. The runners will move up one base.
That could have scored the run from second.
Boy,
but
I'm really surprised that each runner was only able to move up the 90 feet. That ball was clearly going to drop, at least from our angle where we're at. We could see the ball was clearly going to drop in safely.
At this point in the game, though, you need runs, right? You can't take that risk of maybe getting doubled up or that throw getting out at home or third. There's no outs.
I agree. I got you there. I just didn't think it was a risk, but either way, Illiana needs to bust through here and get a couple of runs across. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. And Jake Scott is the hitter. Pitch up high and outside, 1-1 to count. Hanover's corner infielders, third and first, are both even with the grass. Popped up near the first base dugout. Brad Rohde makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
That's a big first out.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, that was a much easier play than it would have been a couple innings ago.
Right.
The wind didn't seem to play a factor in that at all.
Again, you still got bases loaded, one out here. You're still one pitch away from getting out of this, right, Chris?
Yep.
One pitch away from getting out of this. You're going to ground ball somewhere. They could possibly get out of this with no runs. So for Hanover, we can't panic yet.
Smith, the hitter. Luke Smith, the second baseman.
A nice breaking ball right there for strike one.
Again, we see a big gap between third base and shortstop.
Yeah,
also a big gap between left, center, and right. Between left field and center field, I should say.
The corners are in as well. So a grounder to the corners, they're going to come home. Grounder up the middle, they're going to try and turn two.
Siska has his sign, the high leg kick and the pitch. Fly ball, right field, that's going to slice and go out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Tying run, potential tying run at the plate in the person of Luke Smith. From the stretch, Siska has the sign, now steps off. Siska back on the rubber, has the sign, now time called by the hitter. A lot of cat and mouse going on out there.
That's what happens when taking a long time to get your pitch call. The hitter will call time to take a little breath.
Now, what's happening here, Nate? Are they switching up signals, you think?
They are. The runner on second was kind of telling them inside, outside, or what sign. They're probably giving it's going to be the second or third sign. Sometimes it's just the first. We're going to go right. The first one I give or second one I give. They're just going to change up their looks.
And if you watch the runner on second, he's not taking a big lead. And that's probably the reason why, is that he's communicating with the hitter. He can get 5 or 6 more feet on that lead if he wants, but the batter wouldn't have a good look at him. So I imagine there's some communication going on between the two of them. 1-2 the count now. Bases loaded, 1 out. Time is called again. All right, batter back in the box. Here we go. We're set. Kicking the pitch.
Ooh.
Outside, just misses.
It could also be the scatter report on this pitcher. He probably likes to work fast, right? So you get him out of his routine, out of his comfort zone.
That could very well be. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Kicking the pitch. Ground ball, smash foul.
Yeah, these are some big 2-2 pitches right here, because you do not want to go on a full count right here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Woo! Took something off. Swung and missed. Luke Smith got out in front of it. Swung over the top of it for the second out of the inning, and now we're going to go to the top of the order and Spencer Banstra. Boy, that was a big out. Big out.
Now you have a chance to get out of it right here. It was bases loaded, nobody out. Now
yeah, I tell
you
you
what,
what,
out of this.
If they get out, if Jacob Siska gets out of this, he's making a case for the blue-collar player of the game. Here's the kick and the pitch. Oh, what movement on that there, huh?
You see now that there's 2 outs. Both the corners now playing back now. So they can just, with grounder to third, he can just tag third. He doesn't have to come home and make a throw. 2 different variables there.
Yeah, the difference between 2 outs and 1 out is huge. Pitch in
there's
on
the fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes now. And Siska, 1 pitch from getting out of a full-blown jam against the state champs. The number 1 team in Class 2A in Indiana. Here's the pitch. Oh, what a big pitch. Swung on and missed. Banstra and the side is retired. No runs in the inning. 3 runners left on base. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning. Hanover leads Illiana 6-2 on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The Athletic Performance Factory is Northwest Indiana's premier athletic training center. The 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility features batting cages, a sand training room, a new outdoor turf infield, and so much more. Check out the facility for one of their daily classes at 3150 45th Street in Highland. Interested in signing up for team workouts or individual lessons? Check out their website at trainapf.com or contact them at 219-750-1087. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
We're back live at U.S. Steel Yard on 5th Avenue. In the city of Gary, Indiana, the city of the century, that being the 20th century. Also known as the Magic City. Why did it get those names, Axanelli? Do you know?
No.
Magic City, it just grew like nothing. Boom, popped out of nothing. U.S. Steel showed up in 1906. Bang, thousands of people followed. By 1956, it had almost 175,000 people. Just 50 years later. Fastest growing city of the 20th century. First half of the 20th century.
I wish we could get that Genesis Center back up and going. That was a beautiful gym. You know what I mean? They had that like semi-pro basketball league for a while, and then it just kind of died off.
Steelheads, I believe that was at CBA. I believe they actually were. So, but yeah, unfortunately, I think the issue is getting people to come here. You know, you need to have, I don't know what it is. I don't know what they're going to do to attract people up this far north. One thing I would say is a train overpass would help. I know people don't like to get caught on Broadway after dark. 6-2 our score. What a big performance by Jacob Siska, that bottom half of the last inning, coming in with the bases loaded. Getting out with a no-run scoring against the number 1 team in the defending state champions.
Yeah, you got that foul out, and then did the other guy strike out too, the second out? Might have gotten a couple strikeouts there.
Yeah, I do believe, yep. All right, leading things off. This is Adam Young. Young Adam Young, not to be confused with the other Adam Young, which is old Adam Young. Line drive, smash. Oh! The second baseman, Luke Smith, with the defensive play of the night.
He jumped at the right time, and he makes that catch.
Maybe something like that can boost them up. Some positivity for the Illiana Christian.
Making a play for the Best Hands in the Business Award today. Luke Smith, outstanding. Following Adam Young will be first baseman Brad Rohde. Not the same guy. Whoa, whoa. What's that? You got to be careful with that, Zach. That is loud.
Yeah.
All right, who we got on the hill?
Number 13.
Let's look at our roster.
Jack McDonald.
Jack McDonald. Let me get this here. I'm going to toss this out. Jack McDonald, right-hander, throws a fastball, misses 2-1 to count. Pitch misses outside to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jackson Ellie, you ever been to Miller? Have you been to Miller yet?
I have not, no.
No? Take 5th Avenue straight down. Turns into Route 12, Route 20. Line drive smash, base hit for Rohde.
Yeah, I'm still getting to know the Northwest Indiana area.
Miller's a beach community.
That is where, probably no free ads, but they got really good pizza at Miller's Pizza Joint.
My favorite out in Miller is actually Flamingo Pizza. Have you tried that one?
I have not.
Used to be here on 5th Avenue, as a matter of fact. Then it was on Broadway in Glen Park when we lived in Broadway.
We parked up there when we went to the air show last year.
Okay, yep. Miller Beach, Lake Street Beach. West Beach is just on the other side of the line. Wells Street Beach is kind of the party beach, the fun beach. Teenagers like to go there. Six to 2 our score. Runner at first is Brad Rohde. Hitter is Jalen Rutherford. Long, cold night out here at the Steel Yard, but we've had an interesting ball game.
Ooh, look out.
Picking the pitch. That hits him.
Seen a lot of hit by pitches today.
That we have. So now runners at first and second with only 1 out. And Jacob Siska will come to the plate.
Yeah, Hanover wants to get some big insurance runs on this inning. Even though it's still early, it's only the top of the 5th.
It's one of those nights where the hot chocolate's outselling the Coca-Cola, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the wind is kicking back up again. It appears now to be blowing straight over the left field wall.
I was just going to say, it looked like the wind has shifted a little bit.
Yep. That would make it blowing in from the south.
It's just swirling.
Which is also seems unusual because it's getting colder. Usually when the wind is coming in from the north, that's what happens. Usually when you get those warm southerly breezes, it warms up a bit. Runners at first and second. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. Even up the count now, 1-1. Jacob Siska started off as the designated hitter. So he's essentially relieved the pitcher 2 times today. Once hitting and once pitching.
Ooh, that hit him too.
Wow. Dead ball hit him on the foot?
Yep.
That's what it did. That's why it bounced up like that. So, guess what? Hanover's got the bases loaded again. And we see a slow walk out to the mound.
Yeah, this could be a pitching change.
Probably give Gabe Soto some time to get warmed up a little bit. So for the pitcher, you can get an automatic runner.
And that's what we're going to have. See if we can get a number on him. That might be 7. I'm not sure. Nope, it's not 7.
18?
18. I don't know where I got 7 from.
I think it's 18.
Do we have a Illiana roster or a Hanover roster? Mind the binder maker. Put a roster in for both teams. All right, let's make a note of that to the roster makers, or the binder makers rather. So, what do we got going on here? I've had my head down. Nothing, no changes, just a runner at first. Okay.
It's the first pitch.
Here we go. Outside for a ball. Illiana with 2 runs in the bottom of the first, and that's been it so far for the Vikings. A 4 spot in the third and a deuce in the fourth for Hanover, and they lead 6-2.
And you're seeing a big lead from the second baseman because no one seems to be covering any of the bases. They're focused on the batter.
The pitch outside, the catcher has trouble with it. Boy, he's been working really hard back there tonight. But that is, I got to say, guys, I watched a lot of baseball, and I don't recall seeing that issue as consistently between a pitcher and a catcher as we've seen here tonight. Really curious as to, I'm leaning toward it being a glove issue. I don't know.
I don't know if it's that or is it the big batter's eye in center field. Most schools don't have that.
I would think that.
I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think of different.
Easier,
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of different ideas of what it could be.
Fly ball, left field. Left fielder breaks back. Now has to charge in. Makes the catch. The runner will hold at third.
And that was definitely the win right there.
Yep.
It looked like it was going deep, but it pushes it back in, and Hanover does not score, and that's a big second out.
Is our left fielder still Jack McDonald? Yeah. Who's on the mound? $13? Do we have a 13?
That's Jack McDonald.
On the mound. Yeah. So we do have a new left fielder then. Okay, we got to figure out who that is. Bases loaded, 2 out. One ball, no strike. Is this Roski? Anthony Raski? And I apologize. We got an O or an A, so we've got 2 different spellings on that name. One ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded with 2 out. Hanover really trying to bust this game wide open. A line drive over the shortstop's head would do that right now.
Some good pitches right there by McDonald.
Yes, indeed. He's got the hitter in a 1-ball, 2-strike situation. Just one pitch away from getting out of a bases-loaded jam here. Kicking the pitch. Up high to even the count at 2-2. Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Count's going to go full. We've seen that a few times tonight, guys.
Yes, indeed. This will be a big insurance run for the Wildcats if they can get this walk. But I think if the Vikings can get this guy out, they'll keep him in the game.
On the pitch, the runners should be moving.
A lot of time between the catcher and the pitcher here. Fly ball, and the runners aren't moving, and that's surprising. Or at least running late, at least a late jump.
They got to know the count, right?
It's on the scoreboard, and we can all see it from here. But, yeah, I mean, they were more off with the bat there than they were with the pitch, in my opinion. Anthony Rasky, the hitter now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, the base is loaded. Let's see if the runners are off with the pitch. Got nothing to lose. And they don't really move, but whoa! Strike 3. And you're going to have some unhappy fans on one side of the field who may have thought that was a little bit low, but Larry Babcock rings him up. The inning is over. The bases left loaded. We're going to go to the bottom half of the inning. It's 6-2 Hanover on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Steel Yard, where we are in a battle here with the Hanover Central Wildcats and the Illiana Christian Vikings. Bottom of the 5th.
This is, no shortstop.
So the first inning, they didn't even pitch to him. They just said, you go to first, you get a free walk.
Yeah. This is the Virginia commit right here.
That is correct. It's kind of cool for him. His father's the coach.
Yeah.
Grew up on the baseball field.
Right.
This is a pretty cool thing just to see them evolve as a player and a person.
Absolutely.
So 1-0 count.
Guys, 6-2, I got to tell you, I'm a little surprised. You know, bottom of the 5th inning here, Hanover with a big lead. They've really had an opportunity to bust this game wide open a couple of times. I didn't see this coming, I got to tell you. The Ohio State commit on the hill tonight for Illiana. I was expecting a fast, low-scoring ball game, and we've got the opposite.
And I love saying this in baseball. You never know what's going to happen.
That's it. You play every day, things are going to happen that didn't happen the day before. Here's the 1-0 from Siska. Inside or on the inside corner for a strike. That's inside for a ball, 2-1. I got to tell you guys, I was really looking forward to throwing the T-shirts out from up on the second floor tonight. They've taken a lot of the fun out of my evening. This is why I scheduled myself, you know. Normally I take Friday nights off, but this was too good of an opportunity to pass up. And they stole my golden moment from me. I may never be the same because of it.
We can
I'm
probably
walk around with a chip on my shoulder.
We can probably blame Rusty the Railcat for that one, I think, Chris.
Yeah, why not? Fouled up, out of play, coming back this way, look out!
Seeing if anyone's got a glove in the stands. It's like nobody does.
See, that's one of those. I'm in the crowd. You got to have that. You got to want the ball.
That's a tip.
Woo! Yep, foul tip into the catcher's glove for strike 3.
Yeah, I would always take my glove to Sox games when I was a kid.
Post didn't like it. Yeah, I did too, but then I turned about 15 or 16, and I was told, that's it, you don't do it anymore. It's only for kids. No, that post is up now. That was Vanderwood there on the foul tip. I was convinced, Zach, at a young age that real men don't take a glove to the ballpark. I was sitting with some hardcore dudes up at Wrigley.
I got to admit, I've never taken a glove to a ball game.
I'll say this, when I take a glove, I have a better chance of catching a ball. I will say that much. But I've never gotten a home run ball, never gotten a foul ball. I've gotten batting practice, gotten other things. Had Sammy throw me a ball before. You remember the Brant Brown home run? You guys are probably too young for the Brant Brown. You probably weren't even born for the Brant Brown. Brant Brown homers to beat the White Sox in the 10th inning in 1998. And I'm first row of the bleachers, diving for the ball. There's a big scrum. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. Right field, right fielder dives and makes the catch. Adam Young.
There's another diving catch.
There is. That's 2 of them, Zach.
Yep. Same player, I believe.
Yeah, right field. You got it.
The first one was an over the head, and now this one's a right in front of him diving catch.
Yep. That's going to bring up Jack McDonald. He's the pitcher. Started off in left field. Now, just to finish my story, big scrum. The ball's on the ground, on the concrete in front of the first row of bleachers. I'm reaching out to get it. It's my hand and nobody else's. I'm going to get the Brant Brown home run. And then a crush of people foul on me. And I can't move. And the ball's at my fingertips. And the guy sitting next to me, who I didn't know, grabs it and takes the ball. Gets interviewed by Channel 9, I think, after the game. Meanwhile, I was seeing a paramedic for a cut forehead.
That's one of those, like, when the adult usually gets it instead of the kid. You know what I mean? Let the kid have it.
There were no kids in this section.
No?
No, sir. Front row of the bleachers, right field, 10th inning.
No way.
Cubs Sox, no, not a place for children. Remember Will Cordero played right field for the White Sox? He had a tough day that day. There were a lot of hecklers in the crowd. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, check swing, just misses. Count goes to 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 out, nobody on. Kicking a pitch, bounces in for ball 4. McDonald is on, and Illiana has a base runner.
Yeah, if you want to start a rally, it's got to be now.
Gavin Meyer, yeah, they need to get something going, Zach. Down 4 late in the ball game here. You're not going to get too many more at bats. They got 7 outs officially left in the game. We've got a pinch runner at first here. Can't see who that is, but the ball gets away. It's number 5. Boy, how many wild pitches and pass balls have we seen today?
A lot.
A lot indeed.
Yeah, and I am surprised by that as well.
That pinch runner is the Luke Passo.
nice off speed there.
One ball, one strike, one on, two out. Here's a pitch. Check swing.
He went.
Yep.
According to Larry.
He gets rung up there. Second strike. 1-2 now the count. Runner at second has his lead. Pitch in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher there.
And a good eye as well. You'll usually see some batters swing at that low slider, especially on 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. Whoa, yeah. Strike 3, and the hitter knew it on the inside corner. Great pitch there. No runs, no hits, no errors. One man left at second base. We're going to go now to the top of the 6th inning. Our score, Hanover Central 6, Illiana Christian 2. Here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
And we're back out here at U.S. Steel Yard. The Steel Yard in the city of Gary. Just off of 5th and Broadway here. If I remember right, I believe this was may have been a Chevy dealer back in the day. Shaver Chevy, I'm thinking. I could be wrong. Anybody's watching and knows the area from back in the day, any of our older viewers. What was where the Steel Yard is? For some reason, and Fifth Avenue was incredible back, you go back 50, 60 years, 70 years, back to the 50s and 60s. All kinds of commerce on this stretch of highway. Top of the order, Dylan Bowen up. He's in an 0-1 count.
Got that high off speed call right there.
You trying to say Larry Babcock is widening his zone as we get later in the ball game? There's a pitch over for a strike, 0-2.
Just doesn't go his way.
And that'll bring up Caden Verrett, the catcher. Verrett, I believe he doubles as a running back on the football team for head coach Brian Parker. Pitch over for a strike. Anybody want to take a stab at the paid attendance here tonight? What do you think? Any guesses?
I'm going to say a few hundred for sure.
Could you be more specific? How much room do you think we have? We all got to pick a number.
Well, I don't know the capacity.
Well, you get a few hundred. What do we get? Several hundred? 100? Give me a number, Zach.
362.
Okay, 362.
Okay,
Zach, pick a number.
406.
406. Okay. Well, let's see. 362, 406. I'm going to say 327.
What's the capacity of the stadium, do you know?
6,000.
6,000.
Okay. It's too big, actually, for an unaffiliated A-ball team. in downtown Gary. This needs to be similar to in my opinion, it's always been too big, and I don't know if they've ever sold it out. The Oilmen have a great stadium in Whiting and seats 800. They need a bigger one here. This could be a couple of thousand. But 6,000, you end up with a big empty stadium most of the time. That's the problem.
It reminds me of like a spring training facility, a minor league facility.
Yep. Well, and you know what? If it's a AA or AAA affiliated team, or maybe even an A-ball affiliated team where potential future major leaguers are coming through, you're going to draw better. There's ball 4. Hanover has a runner on now.
So they are an MLB affiliate program now. So they have to have the bigger bases available. They have the pitch clock that's underneath there.
But they're not affiliated with any major league team.
That is
all.
Correct. But just in case, if there was ever an incident in Chicago with the White Sox, with Wrigley or the Cell, they have to be able to host a game or two here.
I believe the issue there, and I know there's been some discussion of that in the past. Believe it or not, it's the Southside professional team, major league team. Runner goes, throw down to second, bounces in safe. It's going to be a stolen base for Verrett. The Chicago White Sox have said no to because I believe they have the rights. The major league teams have the rights, I believe, within 75 miles. Does that sound right? 90 miles? I haven't looked at it in a while.
So.
They have the right to, I don't know, prevent or block or whatever it is, I believe is the situation. And the White Sox are afraid an affiliated team here will take seats out of the stands at U.S. Guaranteed Comiscular Rate Field Park.
Not far down the road in South Bend is the affiliate.
Well, and that, but see, that would be
the mileage thing.
That covers. And I think Kane County, the Kane County Cougars, which is a White Sox affiliate, is also. But if it's your affiliate, like if the White Sox said we want our AAA team here, I believe they could get it, or our single A team here, I believe they could get it. But really, I mean, an A-level ball club, a single-A ball club that's not affiliated is going to have trouble drawing when there's not more activity around the ballpark. You need to make it a night out, an event, and that was the original plan. Whoa, look out. Wow. A lot of little things tonight for Illiana Christian. You know, there have been some big things, but there have been some little things. And the little things are what you don't expect to see out of a two-time defending state champion who's ranked number 1 in the state. You expect the little things to be covered, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, some mistakes, especially for the infielders. Obviously, we saw that one play in the top of the 4th that they got 2 runs off of. Unanswered, I should say.
Here's the pitch inside. Yeah, it's one of those, they don't seem to be clicking on all cylinders, I guess would be a way to put it. And that's maybe sort of what I expected. I was excited to get a look at them. And I know they're a better team than what we're seeing out here tonight. This has not been their best night by any stretch of the imagination. But I guess, yeah, like I said, just not firing on all cylinders yet.
And mistakes will happen. It's going to happen with every single baseball team, no matter what level you're at.
Yep. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes. Hit and run. Fouled out of play left side.
Came down. It's on the field.
Oh, it did.
Wow.
Yep.
Fair territory.
Bounced all the way back into the field of play.
It's a fair ball. Run.
They don't know. Pitcher set.
2-2 the count now. McDonald stares into his catcher. Gets a second, maybe a third signal. Now time is called as the hitter steps out. And again, that's another thing. I mean, pitcher and catcher not being on the same page has kind of been a thing that has been a bit of a theme tonight, it seems, for Illiana. Starting with Meyer. And now with McDonald. Kicking the pitch. Up high for a ball. Another full count. How many of these have we had tonight?
A lot of those as well.
Here's the pitch. Fly ball, left field, pretty well hit. Left fielder chases it near the line. It's caught. The runner's going to move from second to third. Throw in, but no relay.
Looked like the wind did not have that one. The left fielder was reading that well.
Yeah, no trouble on that at all.
They're appealing.
They're going to appeal at second. No, says the umpire. You save. Adam Young up once again. Runner at third is Caden Verrett.
They may have another change here.
Or no, I think they're talking about something.
They're double checking the tag. He just asking for make sure if he saw something different. But
why would that come from the dugout?
He's asking they already appealed it once, the second, but now they're
asking. Right, it's already been said and done.
So now he's just asking the other umpire, did you see something else? Which nothing's ever going to change there. It's just do it to say you did it kind of deal.
Here's the pitch. Look! Ooh, that hit him. Ouch.
Another hit by pitch.
Wow. Right up on the arm. So now we're going to have runners at first and third.
It's like hit by pitch derby right now.
Yep. Yeah, it's. I think kind of. I would call this probably, and not that I've seen them. I just mentioned I was looking forward to seeing them. So I haven't seen Illiana yet this year, but comes across as somewhat of an uncharacteristic type outing for this ball club here. Brad Rohde now steps in.
I keep saying this for Hanover. This is time to get some insurance in. You got the runner at third. If you hit the ball into the gap, you can probably get that 8th run in from first base.
Yeah, that busted wide open with a base hit. It's already a 4-run lead. Of course, the difference between 4 and 5 is a grand slam can't tie you. So a 5-run lead often seems insurmountable. McDonald steps off the mound. Now time is going to be called by the catcher.
Would you say a lot of meetings too?
A ton of them. I don't even know what this one would be about, to be honest with you. They couldn't come together on the pitch that they wanted. Pitcher steps off, pitcher steps on, catcher calls timeout, batter steps out.
I bet the catchers is probably reminding him, don't worry about the runners. Just worry about the hitter right now. Let's just throw strikes. Worry about the batter.
All right, finally a pitch comes to Rohde in the dirt for a ball after all of that. Nobody warming up in either bullpen, so this is the way it's going to be for the time being here. Runners at the corners, 2 out. 1 ball, no strikes. Throw over to first in the dirt. Gets away. Runner's going to come from third. Wow.
Big insurance.
Wow. Again, a situation that doesn't have to happen, but somehow it ends up as worst case scenario for Illiana. And that continues to happen no matter what they do. They seem to be getting the short end of the stick. Nothing wrong with the throw over to first. Ball gets in the dirt. First baseman can't find it. Runner takes off from third. 7-2 now our score, and there goes the runner from first. The throw, not going to be close, not going to be in time. And that one gets away.
There's the train.
The 9 p.m. locomotive.
That is loud.
Pitch in the dirt.
I always liked when we were up in the press box because there's that big red button up there. And anytime somebody hit a homer, you just push it, and it goes through the loudspeakers.
Yep. Not going to get to do that tonight, unfortunately. 2-1 to count now. 7-2 in favor of Hanover. Here's the pitch.
It's going to be one of those longer chains, too.
Long, low, and long, loud, and slow. Here's the 3-1. Here's the 3-1. Breaking pitch over for a strike, 3-2. McDonald one pitch from getting out of this here. (3-2). McDonald set, kicking the pitch. Ground ball, up the middle, shortstop has it, bobbles it, throws to first, in time to get the third out of the inning. But not before Hanover scores another one. They leave one man. The score now 7-2. We're going to the bottom of the sixth here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
First home, dream home, forever home. Tech Credit Union has the right home loan for you. Their loan officers can help you purchase a home, refinance your current mortgage, or unlock your home's equity to get a cash out for any purpose. Let Tech Credit Union show you why they are the better option for a home loan. Learn more at www.techcu.org or call 800-276-8324. Tech Credit Union is an equal housing lender and federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back to the Steel Yard, bottom of the sixth inning. Hanover Central's got a 7-2 lead here. Illiana is in the middle of their order. Let's see if they can get something going. With this game so far, is this conference, they usually play the conference or not back-to-back dates, so it's kind of weird to see the starting pitcher going on Friday.
Yeah, for sure.
Leading off the home half of the sixth, the Vikings, the catcher, Aaron Godwins.
42, Aaron Godwins lead us off here for the Vikings.
Yeah, this is definitely the inning to put some runs across for the Vikings because it's getting a little too late now. They're down to their last 6 outs.
Pitcher comes set and a release. Ball. That's one of those that could have went either way there.
Yep.
One and 0 count. Pitcher set and the release. Ball 2. When you got a 7-2 lead, you just got to throw strikes right now.
Yeah, correct. You
don't let your defense work.
Don't want to give something like leadoff walks and then some base hits. You just got to keep getting outs.
Line drive down to third base. He will stay at first. Ball goes in the right field. Good backup by the right fielder. But that's what Illiana needed to start off this inning.
Yeah.
One at a time.
A good job by the left fielder keeping him off second base and keeping him at first.
Next up is the second baseman, Tyler Balkema. See if they can keep the train rolling here. Not the one that just passed, but let's see if we can get another one going. First pitch curveball in there is first strike.
Yeah, it looked like the batter thought it was going to hit him, but it moves and it's right there.
It kind of just floats in there.
Yeah. Look out.
Ball evens up to count at 1-1. Man on first still after a great line drive down the third base. 1-1 count. Fouls it away. 1-2. And one thing about this pitcher is he works really quick. Sets,
Oh, yeah,
goes.
indeed. You won't have to worry about the pitch clock if that existed in high school ball.
No, he's in that groove and he just gets going and going and going. But that's one thing you start picking up as a base runner. How many times does he look over? Does he look over once? Does he look over twice? So there's one.
If this were the last inning, it's something you don't have to worry about.
Line drive into right center field. Ball is down. It'll be a double for him, and runners on second and third. No outs for the Vikings.
Yeah, a good try by the right fielder. Obviously, he tried to dive and catch it. He did it twice, but this time it does not go his way. And you got two runners in scoring position for the Vikings.
Man, second and third. Jake Scott up to bat. Flew out to right field, and he popped up to the first baseman as well. Big moment here in this game. With what they have done the last couple of years, they've been in these high-pressure moments here. They're built for this, right?
Yeah.
They got to be ready to go, and stuff doesn't go their way.
It's what state champs do. They come back, they win games. This is what you have to do. Get those clutch hits. We'll see if they can do it again here.
Ball low. Evens it out at 1-1 count here. But again, there's no 5-run swing, right? You got to get one at a time. One base hit at a time. Line drive up the middle.
There it is.
We'll score one for sure. Runners at the corners here. No outs, and they're still going for the Vikings.
Like I said before this game, the Vikings have scored 16.8 runs per game, so they're scary on the offensive side. And now they're kind of seeing what the pitcher throws, getting used to him. We'll see if they can keep doing it.
Luke Smith up to the bat here. We get through this 9-hole. We get back to the top of the order. We get some runners on base.
Yeah.
They could have something cooking here.
We might have a ball game again.
Catcher brings everybody together to kind of settle them down a little bit. That's like one of those veteran leaders. We're still winning, right? One pitch away from getting 2 outs. We'll trade a run for 2 outs here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
$9:20 on a Friday night. What else would you rather be doing on?
Oh, I usually chill or see some friends, and
You wouldn't want to be at the Wildcats Stadium at?
Well, yeah, baseball game's nice too.
I just wish it was a little warmer.
Yeah, obviously we couldn't get the weather that we had 2 days ago.
Ball one outside. Smith is looking for something he can drive here. Trying to stay out of 2 for him. Got to get that run in somehow and see what they can keep the momentum going. No outs, man. 1 run across so far. First and third. And the pitch. 2-0. Vanderwood's probably gave him the take sign right now. A lot of balls in a row. It's got to be right down the middle, if anything. If not, we're just going to keep taking and make him throw a strike.
Yeah. Ooh,
if not.
Big hack.
Out of the 9-hole hitter. 2-1 count. That's good confidence to have that. 2-0 and throw a curveball right there in that situation.
Ooh, that's a nasty outspeed there.
Chase the curveball away. 2-2. No outs. Bottom of the 6th here. At the steel yard.
Ooh.
Line drive. Pop up to the left fielder.
Don't think it's going to be deep enough.
Not deep enough. Left fielder does a great job of getting it in.
So good out.
But the thing about that, though, he kind of lollygagged that, right?
Yeah.
That throw? You got to throw that on a line.
Yeah.
Through the third baseman's head.
You do not want to overthrow that. That can advance the runner, especially from first to second.
Top of the order here for the Vikings. Spencer Banstra. 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch in there.
Look out.
Do you like those nets or no?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big safety, I'll tell you that. You know, you've seen at some major league fields, including the Sox, they have it all the way down.
I think it's a requirement. You have to have it to the foul pole.
Yeah. Obviously, you're seeing a lot of injuries regarding fans getting hit by foul balls. It's another reason why you should bring a glove.
Yeah. The pros and cons, like that kind of takes away from the fan-player engagement, kind of like pregame. Yeah. Get a signed autograph or something.
Yeah.
You got to throw it through the little square fence there. But at the end of the day, safety's first. One on one count here. One on one. Ball low. 2-1 count here. Fouls it into his dugout. 2-2, 1 out. One pitch from getting out of this now. Give me a ground ball.
Yeah, if you get that ground ball, you're probably out of this inning for sure. It just has to be hit hard enough because this batter could have some speed.
Holds back on the fastball high. Full count. 1 out here.
It's a big pitch here.
Huge pitch when probably one of the best hitters in the area is on deck.
Ooh.
Fouls it off again in his dugout.
That could have been ball 4.
Full count here for the Vikings.
But it's hard to read those curveballs because, you think it's going to be over, then you think it just drops at the last second.
Pitcher set. And the pitch.
Ooh.
Curveball in the dirt. Gets him. Runner goes still. Got to play the plate.
And they got him.
On the tag, he's out at home, folks.
What a play.
Double play to end the inning there. That's one of those ones, the runner didn't have to go.
Yeah.
First base is occupied, right?
Yep.
Does not have to go. Kind of went on his own. Heads up play by the middle infielder to get the play at home.
Yeah, I would say it's just another mistake.
Wow. But we will take that. Going to the top of the 7th. You're watching Region Baseball on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Planting a tree, installing a fence, whether your project is big or small, NIPSCO reminds you to know what's below and contact 811 at least 2 full business days before doing any digging so that utility companies can mark the location of their underground lines. Contacting 811 is free and it's the law. Avoid possible penalties, costly repairs, or injuries. DIY or a pro, safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time.
Welcome back to the Steel Yard, top of the 7th inning. We got a good one here, folks. 7-3. The Hanover Central Wildcats lead Illiana Christian Vikings. New pitcher here. Gabe Soto is coming in.
Gabe Soto.
Coming in for the Vikings. Hanover's 9-2 on the year. See if they can keep stuff going or keep swinging at strikes. And that's what's helped them today is not chasing the ball and not chasing the curveball in the dirt. Done a good job at that. Getting his warm-up pitches here. And we're off. Jalen Rutherford will lead us off here. Right fielder, lefty. Gets his box ready, lefty. It's always the lefty batter's box was always really nice compared to the righty. There's just holes.
Yeah, for sure.
He's on the plate. Set. Ball high. 1-0.
You'll see those from lefties too.
See what?
Stepping up close to the plate.
Oh, sure.
That's going to hit the roof.
I just hope that's in that box up there. Stay down. Heads up. Ooh. Just missed him down there. Got to watch out for the ricochet.
Right. Yep. You've seen those a lot.
Yeah, especially here. 1-1 count. Ball outside. Fastball. 2-1. One thing about this place, the concession stand's still open.
Oh, yeah.
Still making some money.
Our good buddy Andrew Miles over there.
I got a chicken tenders and fries. You see those? Look at those. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Whew. You kidding me?
Hopefully they don't close after the game's over. I might need to grab something.
3-1 count. Helps when you know the guy working in there. Ball for leadoff walk here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they want to get some insurance going.
Jacob Siska's up the bat now. Another lefty. Got his lead at first. Pitcher set. The pitch. Ball high on the fastball. 1-0 count. Got a good lead over there at 1. Lake Central's going back to the bullpen. Number 4 warming up. Armand Sen is on the bullpen.
Yeah, he'll get loose and see if Hanover gets any more on base. They'll probably put him in.
Fouls it off the backstop. That's one of those, like, how often do you get to play in a stadium like this, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You give the kids some experience in that. It's kind of cool. Like,
oh, yeah.
Every time you drive on the highway, you see it. Man, I like to play in that field, right?
Yeah. And you see some colleges play in major league stadiums, you know.
Yeah.
And then affiliate places.
1-1 count.
But yeah, like you said, I like that they do that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like seniors when they play their final game, whatever sport they play. You got to get them in.
Most
those final minutes in.
Schools around here play at least one game here. They used to have a DAC day back in the day. So like they would be a Saturday and there would be 10, 12, 2, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody would play in a row there. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I believe we will see Hobart and KV here on Monday night. We plan on doing that game as well.
Yeah, we'll be here for that one as well. It'll be fun. Hopefully it's a little warmer.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully.
Do we know if that's a 4:30 start or is that a 7 o'clock start again?
From what I know, I think it's a 7 o'clock start.
Oh, I thought. Don't tempt me. Pitch is in there. Runner goes. He's safe at second.
Now, tomorrow's going to be, I think, a little colder. I know I'm going golfing tomorrow.
Going golfing? Where are we at tomorrow?
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen. Isn't one of the 9 closed? I thought it was only the front 9's open, only the back 9's open. They were doing some renovations. I could be completely wrong.
Recently, if it was recently, I think I went there, last summer, so It's been a minute.
What's our handicap?
I'm still trying to get good at golf.
Sure.
I'm still getting my swings in.
It's a tough course.
Yeah.
Got to be ready to go.
This would be my second time there.
This year or for good?
For good.
So a day like that, how many balls you take?
I got a whole bag.
He's got a whole bag.
I got a whole bag, so yeah, I'm a guy that does lose a lot of balls, so.
That's all right. 3-1. Full count here. Full count.
My driving's pretty okay, but then you get to, the chipping and all that. That's the tough part.
And the pitch.
Buffalo.
Bounces it in there. But that second there, catcher didn't know where it was.
Yeah. Still nobody out.
First and second, no outs. New pitcher here, trying to settle him down. Now they got to figure out what are our signs, right? We got a man on second. Sometimes you do different signs. Courtesy runner.
Saying I have a ground ball, I set back to the pitcher, maybe throw it to third. Get that lead runner.
One of those situations, you got to see how hard it's hit, right?
Yeah.
If it's really hard hit, you can go. But if it's right at you, sure.
Yeah, like you said, you can try to turn two. It looks like we're going to have another visit here.
Coach gave the guy a couple more pitches there. We'll do a mound visit. So this is your first time here, right?
It is.
What do you think? What would you grade it?
I like it. It's, I haven't been to many places like this. I mean, like I said, I've been to a Joliet Slammers game, but that was way back when I was 7 or 8 years old. So I give it a solid B. Obviously they're doing renovations upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I've yet to look upstairs, so I have
really nice. Again, there's a couple elevators to get up there.
Yeah.
Right here, sound systems are right above us. The press box, and there's, again, rows and rows and rows of it. It's kind of cool when the players get here. Sometimes they actually house them here. So in the corners, they just put beds in the corners.
Wow.
They put bunk beds up there, and sometimes they just sleep up there.
Huh.
If not, there's host families. They could stay with them as well. But they do a good job. The field looks great. A couple years ago, they just redid it.
Yeah.
When it was the Simmons family ran all this. It looks doing a great job.
I like that they got some tables out there, and you got some grass area over there.
That's new. So the right field, those are the bullpens back there. That's 2 years old. The bullpen used to be down the sidelines like the Cubs used to be.
Right.
First pitch pops it up to the second baseman. Infield fly is in play. One out. But those new bullpens are brand new. So the field used to go out that far. They cut that out. One out. Anthony Ruski up to bat. One pitch away from getting out of this.
Yeah, you want to keep that 4-run lead if you're the Vikings.
Set the pitch and square to bunt.
Oh, look out.
Fouls it away. That's one of those. It wasn't a strike, right? So you got to pull back and get out of that way.
Yeah.
You just square and just pull your back. If you get hit in the back, that's all muscle right there, right? Yep. 0-1 count. One out here at the Steel Yard. About 9:36 on a Friday night. Square and a bunt again.
It's a good one.
Great spot. He looked to go to third, but the third baseman was not at the bag.
I think if he didn't turn to third, he probably would have got him out at first.
That's a tough play. That's a great bunt there by the 9-hole hitter.
Yeah.
Brings it back to the top of the order. Dylan Bowen. Again, will be a high Division I kid, works hard, good family. Brother plays football for Notre Dame. Tomorrow's spring game. Team Blue.
I went to a game last year. Lots of fun.
Yeah, good stuff over there. They do a good job.
Got to go to another one.
It's always fun to go to a game and you see people you know. Like, if it's a college or NFL, someone that went to your high school or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone that went to school with you. But Dylan will be a Division I athlete as well. Great baseball player. He was the quarterback last couple of years. I don't know if he's still going to be there. Good athlete. pitch.
Another wild
Pitcher
pitch.
bounces one in. Could be 2 runs here.
Another wild pitch, which scores that run. A lot of unanswered runs scored here.
I mean, unearned, right?
Yeah.
Just giving it to him. No outs still. Well, 1 out. I'm sorry, 1 out. They quit doing that on the board. 1 out. The infield fly. Man on second and third. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Never enough runs, right? There's never enough. You got to keep going. Line drive up the middle. Should score 2. Dylan Bowen comes up with the line drive. Score 2. 2 RBIs on that. Did a great job of just staying short swing, staying right up the middle, and took that fastball right where it came from. Coach going to come out and get a pitching change here.
I don't know if anyone's warming up.
I think that he should be warm. He was
he's
throwing.
Staying in the dugout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hanover's going to the bullpen as well.
I mean, you've increased your lead, so you may not have to put your closer in. I'm not sure if they have a closer.
Number 4, what's his name?
Arman Sen.
Arman Sen. Coming to try to shut the Wildcats down in this one. 1 out. Man. Gonna have some warm-up pitches here.
Just needs 2 outs to get.
And the crazy, again, he's 1 pitch away, right? We keep saying that.
Yep.
He's 1 pitch away. I bet if they see them again, they're not going to. This game will always be circled that this will never happen and under their belt. Larry Babcock getting the flow of it. Good job back there tonight.
I didn't know he was an umpire as well. I knew he reffed, but
Larry Babcock does a little bit of everything.
That's what Chris told me.
He does basketball. You'll catch him at a volleyball game. He used to be a volleyball coach. Pop Warner on Sundays, he does football. Mm-hmm. There was a time, you'll never forget, when the NFL officials went on strike, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He was an NFL official for a weekend.
Wow.
1 weekend.
Really?
Let's just say that was short-lived. He's a good guy for the community. Works hard. Does a lot of good stuff for the kids. He assigns baseball games, too. So if you're like a high school athletic director around the area, you might work with him to get officials for your games. He's the plug for that.
Interesting to hear.
So we get set back here. Caden Verrett steps in the box. 1 out. Bowen on first. Pitcher set. And a pitch. Bowen takes off a steal. He's safe at second. One and 0 count. One out, 1-0 count. Strike in there. Evens it up at 1. 1-1.
Yeah, throughout the game, lots of good off speeds.
Sure. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing you really got to do. You got to mix them up, right?
Yep.
You got to use all the quadrants of the zone, right? Top right, top left, bottom. Yep. You know what I mean? All 4. Mix it up. Hit your spots.
And you got to see if you get that call, too. Sometimes they can call the ball.
Early,
I've seen Larry's been calling him.
Early in the game, you got to see how much they're going to give, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a baseball outside. Sometimes they'll go batter's box to batter's box on the inside.
Yeah.
It just, the way it goes and the way the day's going, the way the game's going, the flow of the game. Bowen steals there as well. Man on third.
Yeah, he didn't even throw, attempt to throw, so they're probably not even worrying about him. There's only one away.
One away.
And you're down by 7.
In the 7th inning.
Yep, final inning.
At this point, he's like, just throw strikes. Fouling it off. Got 2-2. I like those lights over there at that Ben's Pretzels.
Oh, yeah.
I like the ones we got here above us.
Yeah, these are some lights to own. You mean
like someone's
on
backyard.
Your backyard, yep. My mom has those.
Line drive into left center. Gabby's going to look for 2. He's hustling. Going to be a play at second. He is safe. Great hustle by Varick coming out of the box. Another RBI as well.
That's some good speed. It looked like it was just going to be a single where the left fielder took the ball, but then you just saw him go full speed and got to second base safely.
Adds another, makes the score to 11-3. Wildcats lead. Top of the 7th, 4 runs in the 7th inning here. Couldn't ask for any more insurance there.
Yeah, I think they still want to do more.
They're going to keep going, right? At this point, they're going to see how much, like.
I mean, they know how good this Viking team is.
Well, there's probably some bad blood, let's be honest. Both schools are very close to each other.
Right.
They know each other very well.
Yeah.
It just depends where you live. They could be, some of these kids could live in the same neighborhood kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Just depends what side of the road you live on, what school you go to. Pop up to the left fielder. Coming on strong. He drops to the pop up. Throws the ball to shortstop. Man on first and third.
Yeah, it's going to be an error.
That'll be a E7.
It looked like he had to reach for it on his left side. I don't know if the wind picked that up the last second or what.
That's just a lack of wanting the ball. You got to, like, if it's not been your night, you got to say, you know what, give me the ball. I want it. I'm going to make that out, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I can.
He's going.
He steps off.
He's still, okay.
Stolen base there. That's an old Little League play.
I don't know why he stopped right there.
He did just to see if the pitcher would go at him to try to get that run.
Okay.
I've seen it where the guys walk to second base. Try to get in that pickle so that guy can just take off. So we still got 1 out, man on second and third. And the wind's picking up again. Line drive, foul ball on the right side.
We'll see if someone gets that.
They got it cautioned off so you can't go past the dugout. You see that? But that guy just said, I don't care about that caution tape.
Final inning, everyone's going to leave soon, so.
Must be an insurance thing. 0-1. Stays back on that, flies out to right field. Catch is made. Throws the cutoff to home, is offline. One runner
for this other run.
Second run's coming in right now. We play to plate. He is safe. Fly ball to right field, a heads up base run, scores 2 runs there.
And that puts the Wildcats up by 10. Not only could this be an upset, this is going to be, or could be an upset blowout edition.
Again, this is one of those, there's been so many of it's when it's been the opposite, right? Illiana Christian has done this to a lot of teams this year.
Right.
That's I would say the cool part of baseball is you play so many games, you're going to be on both sides of this at one point.
Mm-hmm.
The important thing is, how do you finish it right? And then how will you react next game? Like whenever they play next, you got to flush this one. This is over, and you got to move on. Brad Rohde up here. 0-1. fouls on the right field line. Over there where Chris talked about where that old Bennigan's used to be.
Yeah.
They used to have chairs and stuff out there. There's a gate, so you would not be in the bark. Line drive gets through. Base hit by Rhodey. They have officially batted around this inning.
Wow. Yeah, 6 runs.
Should be Jalen Rutherford up the plate. We're going to get a pinch runner or a substitution at first base here.
Yeah, this is the time to do it if you're up by a dozen last inning. Take your starters out and put some bench guys in.
I didn't get that name, did you?
I did not hear him.
Number 6, though. We'll get it. Number 6. First pitch is in there for a ball. One and 0 count here, still at the steel yard. Second pitch in there for a ball as well. 2 outs, top of the 7th, 6 runs so far in the top of the 7th inning. 13-3 ball game. Pitches in, ball 3. Rutherford's like, I need a strike right now, right?
Yep.
I don't want to walk again.
He's probably going to swing here if it's down the middle.
He's got to want to hack that right. And the pitch.
Nope.
Ball 4.
He just toss of the bat. You see a lot of batters get like frustrated when like, oh, you don't get your favorite pitch, and then we'll
you're like
walk
too
you.
Cool for school, right? Like, oh, I just walked, I can't hit. At that point, you're just be glad you're on first base, right?
Right.
Your team needs you. Just get on base. Who cares? First and second, 2 outs. Siska's up the bat. Came into pitch and did a really good job of getting out of that jam.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler
alert.
Wink, wink here. Ooh. That could be one of the award winners you're saying, huh?
Yeah.
0-2 count here. 2 outs here. Runners would be going on the swing.
They didn't do it last time, so we'll see if they do it here.
Yeah, not on the ball, on the swing.
On the swing, yes. It has to be a full count for that, too.
Ball popped up to the infield. Shortstop takes it, and that'll be the third one. Third out of the inning. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, 13-3, Hanover Central Wildcats lead. You are watching baseball in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
How far would you go to live another game night in the region? Well, lucky for you, you don't have to go far at all. At Region Sports Network, we have a collection of over thousands of games, ranging from last week to the 1960s. Now, you can relive the thrilling victories, heartbreaking defeats, and all the things that make Region Sports so great. Talk to us here at RSN and help us remember the region. Please visit Remember the Region with the link on the screen or through our link tree found on all of our social media platforms. Hashtag Remember the Region.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Steel Yard on a Friday night. What else could you ask for? Got a great baseball game here. 13-3, Hanover Central leads over Illiana Christian. Bottom of the 7, last chance here for them. 2, 3, 4 hitters. If there's anyone you wanted up, these are the people you want up. First pitch in there was a miss, but he went off the appeal, got a strike out of strike one. Thank you, sir. Pitcher set. And the pitch. Ball, 1-1. Right after this pitch, we're going to start naming some of our awards for this great game we had. 2-1 count. We'll start off with our Crowell Companies Lanterman Superhero of the Game. Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies have offices open from 9 to 7, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, Michigan City.
I think we have Matt Cook here.
What about Matt Cook? What do we got?
So he started the game for the Wildcats. Look out. And then, the Vikings did go up 2-0, but he did a really nice job bouncing back, getting through the Vikings lineup, and Hanover did really good offensively to put him back in that game.
Yeah, I think he did. Again, he did a great job of shutting down his high, powerful offense of the Illiana Christian Vikings there. So he is our Crowell Companies Lanterman Superhero of the Game. Man up first, he gets on by getting hit there. Blue Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. That right now we're going to name the Blue Collars Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Blue Collar Player of the Game is?
We're going to go with Jacob Siska. He came in a pitch with bases loaded and nobody out. And then he comes in, gets a foul out, and strikes out the next two hitters to keep Illiana Christians out of taking the lead there, and to keep Hanover obviously having the lead that game.
Awesome. Dylan Siska is the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. First two batters here get hit by pitch.
Interesting.
If I'm Hanover Central, we got to keep going. We got to throw strikes, right?
Yep.
Throw strikes. You got a 10-run lead, right? 10-run lead. Cannot let this slip. Coach is going to come out and have a chat here. The pitcher that came in the game is up to bat as well. We're going to go through our next award while we're waiting here. The Proud Union Home Play of the Game, presented by Region Sports Network. Stay with us right now. We're going to give you that Play of the Game presented by Region Sports. If you're a trade union representative and you're interested in sponsoring the Proud Union Home Play of the Game, please call Chris Ramirez at 219-588-1984. Let us be the presentation of that award, too.
So we're going to go to that play back in the fourth inning, kind of that weird play, right? Something you don't really see every day. So the grounder to first, right, and a runner scores on the throw to the catcher, and then the catcher throws it to get the runner out at second, but then the runner from second, who was at third, comes in to score. So the trailer run, so 2 runs scored on that play.
Sure. It was a kind of something you don't see every day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we saw something similar happen last inning.
Yeah.
Where 2 runs scored on a sac fly. So you could put that in the mix as well.
2-0 count here.
Maybe we'll just give it the entire base running by Hanover Central.
That could be as well. This is the aggressiveness, right?
Yeah.
2-0. 3-0 count here. Struggling to find the strike zone.
Yep.
Coach just came out and had a conversation with them. When you got a 10-run lead in the bottom of the 7th, last thing Coach wants is just walks, right? Comes back with 3-1.
Like he got that outside corner on that off speed.
That's one of the could have went either way, right?
Yep. I think he's been calling that all game.
Ball 4.
Okay.
Next up is Meyer. Started pitching today, just one of those players. But I think we're going to have a pitching change here. So Siska's going to come out. Who's going to come on the mound?
And no one's come out from the dugout yet.
So it's just somebody, that means somebody from the field. They're just going to switch positions, right?
Okay, makes sense.
He is cleaning it with his hand. So pitcher's starting to have his warm-up pitches now. Trying to see the number. Can you see the number?
6.
6?
I believe that's a 6.
Let's see. Spin around, pitcher.
Was he the second baseman?
I cannot tell. There you go.
5. Number 5.
Number 5. Anthony Risky's coming in.
That was close.
Hey, that's all you need right now, man. Bases loaded, no outs in the bottom of the 7th. Get close to 10 o'clock at night on a Friday night.
Yeah. Not sure if the wind's died down yet.
It actually, if you look at it now it's keeps swirling. Now it's going out to right. Got another substitution here.
25.
Brad Rohde's going to come out, and 25 is going to enter the ball game. Hopefully the PA announcer will announce that so we can get that name for you. They said just kidding. He's going back out.
I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Sometimes it happens. Like a coach, you bring up other kids, right? Like maybe a JV kid or not. You forget to put him in a lineup or something.
Yeah.
Or coach maybe forgot he used that kid as a pinch runner or something, right? Earlier in the game. So then he's dead. Or maybe because if you're a sub, if you go in, you only have one, then you're dead.
Yeah.
If you're a starter, you can always re-enter one time.
Right.
Maybe 2 times. I'm not 100% sure. But you can always re-enter. Gavin Meyer up to bat here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Just think of this as a new inning for Hanover Central.
Yeah.
Don't worry about any of the runners on base. Just pretend it's a new inning. Act like it's 13-6. Pretend those 3 runs scored. You don't have to worry about them. You'll still be up by 7. Just
right here.
Worry about the batters. Get these next 3 outs.
Strike 1 right now. Strike 1, get ahead. And the pitch. Line drive out the first baseman's glove. It's going to go into right field. 1 run's going to score. 13-4. 13-4.
It could have been caught, but it was obviously tough.
Yep.
Wonder what that exit velocity was.
Catcher Aaron Gowan's up the plate. And that's that kid, right? He thought he was coming out of the game.
Yeah.
And then coach put him back out. Is your head mentally in it? Oh, I got that. Oh,
that probably would have came.
I would have saved you. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm a guy who flinches a lot, so.
They got that net was there. But this guy, new pitcher came in. First 2 pitches, strikes.
Yeah.
Quick 0-2 here. One thing about this pitcher, he's working quick as well.
Yeah. I think he wants to go home.
Hey, 10 o'clock Friday night. Chilly.
It's Friday night. You got nothing going on tomorrow, probably.
Ooh. Foul ball right over our heads.
No school tomorrow.
No.
No homework.
Wonder if
tomorrow.
I got to look. Maybe they play tomorrow.
Maybe.
Got people in the bullpen. 0-2 count still. Flies it into the second base. That'll be an infield fly. 1 out. Tyler Balcom steps up to the plate. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. 13-4 ball game. First pitch is in there for a ball. The foul ball was retrieved. Strike right in there on the outside corner. 1-1 count. Two and one. They do. Illiana Christian has got a doubleheader tomorrow versus Lowell.
Wow.
At 10 a.m., first pitch.
That's in 12 hours.
So in that point, like with this game, you got to keep fighting, right? Because you're going to use a lot of arms tomorrow, right? You're going to use a ton of arms. So you got to get out of there with what you can and go.
And I think this is Hanover's first game since Tuesday because they were rained out yesterday.
Okay. So that means they'll probably play tomorrow. They do not. They have Lowell.
Assuming Monday.
22nd, 23rd. Ball 4. And a walk in the run. 13-5. Jacob Scott steps up to the plate.
I would say
an RBI last time.
Things could get interesting when they probably get that 8th run in.
Yep. And at that point, we'll be back to the top of the order.
Right.
If we get that far.
And that could happen on one swing of the bat. You know, Gapper could score all 3.
1 out. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1 count. And the pitch. Curveball gets him. 0-2. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. 2 strikes. And the pitch. Strike 3. 2 outs.
Back-to-back curves.
Hanover Central's 1 out away from winning this big ball game. Luke Smith steps up to the plate. And the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Pitcher set. Strike 2. 0-2. 1 pitch away here. Go right at him. This wind is picking up again.
Yep.
And a pitch. Ball. One and 2. Set. The pitch. Grounder to the first baseman. Pitcher gets over to cover. PFP. Play it first. Out. That is the ball game, folks. Hanover Central Wildcats get the big victory. Illiana Christian Vikings 13-5. First thoughts?
Yeah, big win for Hanover. Obviously, they have, you said their next game's on the 22nd, so they get to relax, settle this in. I mean, I wouldn't panic if you're only a Christian because that's only your first loss of the season. I mean, it's going to happen.
And again, the cool part about baseball, they play in about 12 hours.
Yeah, they'll be back at it tomorrow.
They got doubleheader tomorrow versus Lowell. That's the cool part about baseball.
Yeah.
So they'll go talk about it in right field, and then it's over with, right?
Yep. Go home, get some sleep, and be ready for tomorrow morning.
Yep. So we did our awards already.
Yep.
Did our thank you. Now it's time for our thank yous, and be a Friday night, and let's skedaddle out of here. Management team Chris Ramirez, where he kind of skedaddled on us a little bit, but he did a great job tonight. Operations manager Rico Castillo. Coordinating producer Zach Miller, great job. Sports directors Mr. Mike Dewan. Broadcast crew is Chris Ramirez, Zach Zanelli. I stepped in, Nate Ramian. Producers and cameramen, Justin Cole, myself earlier, Zach Miller, Joey Henderson did a great job. Coaches, Jeff Vanderwall from Illiana Christian, Sal Aguilar from Hanover Central, Athletic Director Darren DeBoer from Illiana Christian, Mrs. Kelly Burmis from Hanover Central, and you, the viewers, on Facebook.com/Reading Sports Nation, YouTube/Reading Sports Network, ReadingSports.com, and IJSA TV. We'll be back here Monday night for a big game as well. Thank you for viewing. You've been watching baseball on the Reading Sports Network, the only game in town.